on. I don't know. I got one over here messing with me, so
Well, the
wanna
cat's just waiting for the live right now for it to
probably so.
jump
Yeah.
on. It's like,
Hmm.
I'm live.
Right.
What was it? Remember Robin Williams live on Broadway
Yes.
when he was on there, and he's like, "Is it just me or Cat Stevens? Who loves Kitty? Do you love Kitty? Bleh, throw up in your shoe."
Oh yeah, that's what they do too. I mean, he nailed it. Speaking of Robin Williams, man, he's like one of my all-time favorites. Since you brought him up, I love Robin Williams. Too bad
I miss
it was
him so
so.
much.
I was so sad when that happened. Oh God, I was heartbroken. But yeah, he was one of a kind. But yeah, he was spot on about the cats because that's kind of the stuff they do.
Do you love Kitty? This is what
Yeah,
he did it though. He's like,
yeah,
he's supposed. Well, you know how like charismatic and genius he was, the way he did it.
yes.
Even when he messed up, it was funny. Well, there
Oh
was
yeah,
someone in here a second ago. I saw one watching and it dropped, but it's all right.
yeah. See, it's weird on my. I have to. I guess when I have to hit the chat button, and then it brings up. I can barely see us to bring the chat up. It's weird. So if you see me kind of hitting my screen, that's what I'm doing to see the chat. It's weird. It has
Well,
to
that's
bring
what
up
I had
another
to do
screen.
when I wasn't hosting it. I had to hit chat and go back to the
Oh, okay.
screen and see. I guess being the host, you can see the comments on the side and
Yeah,
then the number by the live being watched
yeah.
there.
It's not so bad. I mean, it didn't take. I'll just tap it and yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess
But
cool.
what was that when he messed up? He was talking about the Olympics and everything. And he goes, and the skeeler. He's like, skeeler, which is kind of like a skier. Are you a skeeler?
Yeah,
Yes. All the dyslexic people are like, thank you, Robin.
yeah, yeah. He was. Like he could. It was one of those deals where he could get away with saying anything, and everybody it'd make everybody laugh, and like nobody'd be offended by it. He's just because he's just so crazy and out there. I miss him so much. Yeah, and it's just his facial expressions,
Oh,
just
everything.
everything about him. Yeah, it's,
Or the
sad.
ice skaters and the move like this. Oh,
I
got a
like when
couple
he's.
people in here
Oh, okay,
now.
cool. Yeah, I like when he did
Welcome.
the impersonations of the drunk Irishman and this and that, or different
Oh,
types of. Yeah, it was great. Cool.
everybody's talking about how the announcers in golf's like, okay, he's like,
Yeah,
it's so quiet you can hear the grass grow. It's
yeah,
like go up and say, only one. Ba, 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 ba,
yeah.
ba. Uh,
Uh, I don't
oh,
think there
there's
was a.
Patrick.
Oh, hey. Let's see.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we were just goofing on Robin Williams. He mentioned his cat, and I just had to bring up the live on Broadway.
Yeah, I was saying a cat might. I don't know if she's doing it now. It's Cheeto, but she's sitting there looking at me, so I don't know if she's gonna pop on or not. But don't be surprised if she tries to make an appearance. So.
All right. Well, I guess that'll be our guest for tonight.
Yeah, right.
since we're waiting off to the 12th, so for Steve Rudinsky from Carousel, that's going to be a good one.
Well, y'all got a big one coming up next week, Danielle Harris.
Yeah,
That's
on
amazing. That's
Hobbs.
awesome. Yes,
Yeah.
Hobbs, Midnight Hour.
Yep.
That's
So
gonna be
I'm
amazing.
glad she took the time to do that. That was really awesome of her.
Oh, I bet. Wow, that'd be amazing.
Yes. Let's see, Cheetah and Garfield, or Cheeto and Garfield. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Patrick said.
Comments. Oh, okay. Now, see, I have to hit another button to see the comments. Okay, cool. Now I see them. Yeah.
I guess I'm the only one that has the power.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I
I
get
have
to
to hit two buttons and I can get into the chat room. But yeah, chat box or whatever you call it. But
I get to see it all. I am the chat master.
yeah. How you doing, Patrick?
So let's see who else is here. I don't know if the other person's going to comment or just watching, but hey, welcome anyway. Whatever, enjoy it.
Yeah, another movie. I didn't watch a whole lot of horror this week, but I watched Tenet for the first time a couple days ago.
Okay, I still need to watch that.
I want to watch it again because I know there's so much that I've missed because it's just one of those mind blowing, bending, like a Christopher Nolan style film. What he does. It reminds me of it could be. I guess you could watch Inception and that together. I guess. And I mean, they're not really tied together, but they remind me just the weird whole. Whoa, mind blowing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, my roommates and his girlfriend were saying they might want to watch it again. It was kind of weird, and you can catch stuff. And I was like, "What? Kind of like Memento? It's backwards."
Right? Yeah. Well, it's backwards and forwards. That's all I can say about it. I won't give anything away. But
Yeah.
that's all. Yeah.
And I was just like joking about it, but she's like, "Yeah, pretty much. You got it."
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I thought it was pretty good though. Let's see here.
Oh, he was watching Freshwater.
Oh, okay.
Cool. It's okay. I mean, I like Zoe in it, but the CGI is just. That's the only thing that gets it for me. But Joe the Horror Man, he watched it, did a review for Wild Eye Wednesday. He enjoyed it, so
Cool.
I mean, I can see his point. I mean, I can see people enjoying it too. It's, I guess, just your perception on how it was filmed. If you can just, I mean, if you can look past the CGI, I mean, it was decent. So,
and that took me a while for certain movies to look, because when I was younger, the whole CGI thing, and if it was bad, I'm like, oh, I hate this movie, I can't watch it. Now I've gotten to where I can look past it on certain movies, and it's like, okay, I just watch it for the story, not the crazy stupid effects. So yeah.
So it just depends on the plot and stuff. Like sometimes it's like, oh,
yeah, right. It's so cringeworthy. Like, oh god, I don't want to watch this anymore.
but it's such a good story, or I like this actress, but my
God. yeah, it's bad.
I did watch who was it that I watched? I think Miss Boomstick was talking about the Aquarium of the Dead. It's kind of like zombies, and it's a continuation. I think it is Asylum Films.
Oh, okay.
And I have watched the Zombies and stuff, and she said how it was connected, so I had to check it out. And, it was pretty interesting. All the I guess it was the same like medicines or whatever that they used at the zoo. They mentioned it, and they were calling over saying destroy these samples. And of course, the guy didn't do it because of budget and the mayor. I won't get into it, but he's being stupid. And of course, they end up using it on an octopus that comes up and starts killing everybody. And then you got the seals there, a whole bunch of aquarium life. It was a fun watch. I mean, again, it's a little silly, but I mean, you like those zombies. What was the other one? Not zombies, the zombievers, or how they put it, the zombie beaver one. I
haven't seen that one, but I've seen I think a preview or something of it, and I've seen it when I buy out in the wild hunting for video DVDs or whatever. I've seen that, but I've never picked it up. I've always curious because I remember Zombie Beaver. It was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was funny, and it sort of ended it where it could be a sequel to something else.
Okay.
I won't ruin it, but I'm like, there's a perfect title for that too. Maybe after you see it, we'll discuss it later.
Okay, yeah, heck yeah. I'm gonna go check it out now for sure, probably.
Patrick just said The Asylum with a bunch of laughing marks.
The effects are sci-fi love, yeah. The last, I guess, the bad effects movie I watched on the Sci-Fi Channel was, I think it was on Amazon Prime, but it was a Sci-Fi, channel. It was a zombie tidal wave.
Oh,
that was pretty bad.
I saw bits and pieces of it. No pun intended.
Right? Yeah. It was pretty bad. The acting was horrible. Yeah, but it was worth a watch. It was a fun watch.
And sometimes it's just fun to watch it, just to laugh at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's like, this is great. Looks like your picture. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was hitting that button to get to the chat, and then I hit the camera button. My bad. Yeah.
I was hitting some weird buttons too when I was using it too, and I wasn't hosting it. You saw me, and when Patrick was hosting that first time, I'm like going like this, poking the screen. Like,
that's me right now, because I've been doing my own streams, and now it's like it's a different type of thing when I'm trying to figure out how to do. Okay, now I think I got it now though.
Kyle, I don't know if you remember what was it? That comedy show, Kids in the Hall. There we go. It's like, I'm clashing your head, and nobody's home.
Kids in the Hall. That was the one. Right. That one was Seth Rogen where he started. Kids in the Hall.
I actually,
or was that,
maybe.
I think I'm trying to think if that's where he got his start at. Kids in the Hall. That sounds really familiar because it was that I don't know if it was Seth Rogen or not.
They also had like those. No, that was. I think he was on a show called Freaks and Geeks.
That's who it was. Kids in the Hall. That's right. It was older, right? Came out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they had like those cops that sat on the porch, and
that's
like
right.
Most of the guys, they would dress up as the women parts and everything on it. And
yeah, it had that guy. Is it named Dave Foley? I think his name was on the news radio show. He was on. I think it's where he started. I got him confused. The names of the shows. That's who it was. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that off and on.
So bits and pieces. It's been so long since I've watched that. But
looks like Patrick said zombie title. I guess he's tidal wave. I guess he's seen that.
Yeah. I've seen that trail. All the dead bodies just coming on in like that.
Yeah, and that's where some of the really bad CGI comes in. It's like, oh.
I was watching earlier. The director and writer of Darkest Days. He saw my Wild Eye review of it like a few months back.
Okay.
I guess he finally came across it, and it was interesting. I started to watch a documentary that he gave me a link to. Like, it started out as like a half hour for like a film, and he admitted that he's not an actor and everything.
Right.
He didn't know how to get people together, and he had a really bad camera when he first filmed it, and and it turned out in the documentary like there was no script of that movie. A lot was improv. They all came up with their characters, and he only played the main person because it was cold and no one wanted to like lay on the beach and be. I don't know if you saw Darkest Days or not, that zombie apocalypse one. Did you see that one yet?
No, I haven't, but I actually heard of that one too. Yeah.
It's an interesting one if you get a chance to see it. I believe it's on Tubi, Amazon Prime, of course. But yeah, it's interesting how he and then he got a better camera and he decided to make it longer, and it took a process. It just kept getting bigger and almost took like 3 to 5 years or something to actually get the movie done, and because everybody was committed to it, but they would film it only on weekends, and he would do certain scenes first and stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole docu. I'm gonna go back and watch it, but it was pretty interesting. I'm like, they went through all that, and he was saying how, and also originally the first half hour one, like some of the other people had moved, so he like recasted those people, and but yeah, so I mean, I give him props for 5 years to put.
That's what Vic said. That's some commitment. Yeah, for sure. Everybody involved doing it with him. Yeah,
I might have to try to talk to him and get him to come on and talk about that in the process.
That right there would be a whole show there, just to ask him.
Just to talk about
what was that like? Just wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have the patience to wait that long to get a movie or anything that long to get some kind of project movie off the ground, whatever. I'd be like, oh my God.
And they had no script either. Like when the one girl, I forget her name, but was like the sister in it, one of the main characters, and she was saying how she thought she was going to get a script, and it was just some notes on her character and stuff. Like, what is this? And they all just worked on it together, and basically they just filmed their personality and how they would feel that character, and they just put the whole movie together themselves. So,
very improv, I guess, the movie.
Yeah,
improv the whole thing. Cool.
Actually, so I don't know if I guess just Patrick's still here, one person. So
looks like it, yeah. Usually, I didn't do a stream this week, but when I've done them, it seems like it takes 20-something minutes or something before I'll get somebody. Then I'll get 3 or 4 in there finally, and it gets rolling. But it's just a process. I'm sure it'll
build up, just start it up. So usually the beginning portion, like even when me and Patrick were doing it, it was kind of slow at first.
Yeah,
when we were coming on the first show. So
and plus, since you started a little earlier, or than a lot of the other ones coming on tonight, like later on, so hopefully we'll get some more people coming in here before the other ones hit, like the Coast to Coast Scream. I know they come on in a couple of hours. So.
Yeah, that's why we were deciding this one would just go a couple hours. We were going
I might jump on that later.
Yeah, we're like, well, maybe we'll just go about 2 hours and 15 minutes. I mean, it was kind of a long time to go to 3 hours.
Right? So. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if it happens to go over 2 hours, whatever. I mean, if it goes on, if it's good, the topics are going, people are participating. Time can fly. We've already been on almost 13 minutes.
Didn't even seem that long. Exactly. I know. That's what I was just thinking. I don't know if Patrick's still in there. I guess. See, on mine it doesn't show how many people.
Well, it doesn't say who's in here. It just shows if there's one watcher. And the last thing he wrote was Zombie Tidal Wave.
Yeah.
But he did say he was watching Fresh Water, so that's I guess
he might be busy.
Stopping by just to say hey. So.
Yeah, it doesn't show. It's weird. It doesn't show how many people are not chatting wise, but people that are watching right now. It's weird. I don't know why it didn't show it on mine. That's weird.
Yeah, I see one. So.
Yeah, cool.
It's like there goes the camera again, hitting the button. Yep.
Here it goes.
The same way.
Yeah, it's that X is right when I get to the other screen. My X to get back to this screen is right by the camera button. So I'm like, and I got fat fingers, so I'm hitting both of them at the same time.
Oh, okay. It's Patrick. Then he says he's here, so I guess.
Cool.
He's the one viewer. Okay, we figured you were watching your movie. So, but thanks for sticking around. Oh, up to 2 now. Hello.
All right.
Let's see if they leave a comment or a watch or a talk.
Say something or. I was looking actually. When we talked earlier. It's a little bit of horror news. I didn't realize I was looking on Bloody Disgusting, and they're talking about doing a spinoff to A Quiet Place, projecting to release it in 2023. I'm like, how are you going to do that? That's
A Quiet Place.
I don't know. Yeah,
maybe just different people in the world.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe they did with Walking Dead, the spinoffs from the main show.
Fear the Walking Dead,
Yeah, so maybe something, but I don't like a movie like that. I don't know how you do that. I don't know. It's maybe like you said, different part of the world or the country or something. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't seen the second one yet.
Patrick just said he's sticking around, so that's cool. All right.
Cool. Awesome.
And they're doing a spinoff to American Horror Stories too.
Really?
Yeah,
different
different ones. Yeah, different stories. So that should be interesting.
See, that's an anthology series, though. So it's almost like each season's almost a spin-off of the other. You know what I mean? Like it's like totally different. It's its own contained story. So
they do have some connections between them, though. And I liked how they brought Coven back too. That was cool.
Yes, I did see that. I didn't see a couple of. I didn't see I can't remember. Coven was the one where they came on with the guy that was like Satan or something, wasn't it, or something like that? Or the guy, or which season was that?
Well, I remember the Voodoo.
Voodoo, yes.
Was it third or fourth? Hold on, I'm trying to
think. Well, the Coven was the third season, I believe.
Yeah, because fourth was Freak Show. Yeah.
Freak Show, yeah. I'm trying to think.
And then fifth was Hotel.
Yeah, I didn't really like Hotel that much, though. I didn't get into that season.
I liked Hotel. Later on, there was a season also. They brought back a couple people from Hotel, and they crossed that over. Coven.
Oh, that's cool. Cool.
So, I like how they do the crossovers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do that, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I hadn't watched the last couple of seasons of that.
I didn't really like the Roanoke one. That was
really. It was weird. Yeah, I got into it, and the way they played, I'm like, wow, this is really weird.
It was like first it was a TV show, then it was real life, and then it was
yeah, they had the actors playing the people on there, like Cuba Gooding Jr. and them, and they brought the real. That was really weird. It got weird. And Kathy Bates on there.
It could have had a good concept of movies in real life, but I don't know. Just the way it was portrayed and pulled off, it was just
wasn't executed well at all. Yeah, I agree.
Too much stuff going on,
and that was actually, I think that's when I kind of started not watching as much because I watched that whole season. I was like, so I've watched parts of the rest of the seasons after that. So I don't know.
The camp slasher one was good. It was a good one.
See, I hadn't seen that one, and I've heard mixed reviews on that. I've heard people, I love it, and then other ones are saying it started out really strong, and then kind of took a.
The ending was kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's back and forth. Yeah. And I guess this new season coming up, it's what was it? It's gonna be like 2 stories. I forget what the theme was, but it's like by land and sea or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a couple of different stories within. Macaulay Culkin is supposed to now. This is like, and this is what gets me here is supposed to be Kathy Bates' lover or something supposed to happen with
Macaulay Culkin is.
And Kathy Bates.
Wow. Now, what do you get?
Wasn't there a movie? I can't remember what it was called, but Kathy Bates was in the hot tub and she was topless or something. Or am I thinking of someone else? I could say it was Kathy Bates.
I think she might have been. I don't remember though. Was there a movie where she was? I can't remember. Okay, now correct me if I'm wrong. There's a movie with Matthew McConaughey. It was I think it was called Failure to Launch or something like that. Was she in that? Because I think Terry Bradshaw, the old football player, he was like the dad of somebody in that movie. Showed his butt. Was he married to Kathy Bates in that movie?
I think that was Failure to Launch.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to think if that's the movie because I'm
but
trying to remember. But it wasn't that
movie though. It wasn't a PG movie. It was an R-rated movie.
Yeah. I was trying to think. There's I remember. I almost think I've seen a movie where you just was Kathy Bates doing that. And I'm trying to think where I saw that.
I was so shocked because
it's like what the hell? Yeah. What do you get with Macaulay Culkin and Kathy Bates have a baby? You got yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man.
Just the thought of that is
that's the strangest. I think that might be the strangest pairing I've ever heard. Now in a movie, those two. What the heck?
Someone else just popped in. We'll see if they're a talker or watcher.
Awesome.
Oh, David Tor. Okay.
Hello. All right, David. What's up, man? Okay.
Yeah, we've just been talking about a bunch of different stuff here, and American Horror Story just came up, and Kathy Bates, and
Kathy Bates topless in a hot tub.
Every man's dream.
Yes, and her hooking up with Macaulay Culkin possibly, and then
Okay. Whew. Anyway, next topic, shall we?
Right. Yeah. Hey.
We're gonna be in negative views if we continue that.
Right. Yeah. People are gonna tune us out.
Kathy Bates. Oh.
Might have to change our channel names and restart our channels and everything.
What's the topic at hand? Well, we do have some guests coming up. Steve Rudensky is going to be on the 12th from Carousel. What is that? Misery Alone.
Misery Alone. I like
that. Leave me alone.
Kathy Bates rag. Yeah, I just saw that. Oh man. The topics that people want to. Oh God.
But anyway, back to the more interesting news than that. Steve Rudensky from Carousel, who co-wrote it, directed it, and of course played the pizza guy in it. One of the best parts of the movie, I think. His part was hilarious. And
I need to watch that sure you
Oh
tell
my
you.
gosh, he's the pizza guy that just wants his money to get money for his dog surgery and all this stuff. And the main girl's the brother who woke up Duke by wiping boogers on him and everything, and he's like on the killing rampage. She's like flirting with him, and he's like so clueless about it. It's like, why would you want that on your pizza? Like all these pizza innuendos,
right.
you know? And she's like #clueless. I'll just leave it at that though and let you watch.
Right. That's funny.
Like, shut up, Lunchbox.
Oh no! Did you see what he said? Titanic, my ass. Also, Patrick put on here. Oh wow. We're still going off the Kathy Bates thing.
Kathy Bates rack, dead ahead.
Yeah. The unsinkable Kathy Bates. Well, because she did play Molly Brown on Unsinkable Molly Brown.
Molly
that was her
Brown,
nickname,
yeah,
so.
she was in that.
Yeah,
well,
she was
had
in
some
that.
good flotation devices.
Yeah.
Hey, we should see if we can get Kathy Bates on the show.
Hey, you never know. I'd be down for that. I mean, then I'd be thinking about. I'd have to ask her about the whole Macaulay Culkin possibility of them hooking up on American Horror Story.
I doubt she would do any pod show though.
Probably not. That'd
I
be
probably
like really.
Wouldn't be able to get in touch with her.
Nah, that would be like, holy crap! You got Kathy Bates.
And then watch us on some like news thing. Kathy Bates like heard us in the comments about her. Well, there were these two podcasts.
Yeah, these idiots.
What's it?
We're making fun of my rack.
Kathy, if you're watching, we know you're one of the 2 viewers.
We're sorry. Yeah, I apologize.
Let's see. It says Kathy Bates Flapjacks is definitely scarier than Conjuring 3.
Yeah, I know. I saw that David had seen Conjuring as well. We both watched it last night too, and I didn't think you cared too much for it, did you, David? Or you were kind of like in the middle of it. I actually liked it, but I mean, I could see where you were coming from too. They kind of took them out of the haunted house type deal in this movie. It wasn't really strictly about just them going into a haunted house, but I did like it though. It was different. Let's see.
I said the Conjuring racks.
It was funny.
So but the webcast goes like, "Oh, great! We just talked about Kathy Bates the whole time."
Right. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, it was good. Like I said, and I want to watch it again just to get more of a like. Sometimes you watch a movie just that one time, and you're like, sometimes you love it. Like, oh my god, this is so awesome because it's the new one of the franchise, especially in franchise movies. It happens to me a lot. Then it's like I watch the second time, or I let it have time to digest a little bit. And thinking, well, I'll start nitpicking at things that I didn't like very much, and it starts kind of going down a little bit. But I can see this movie going down a little bit, but I still think it's better than probably half of the Conjuring movies. I think.
Yeah, he said he didn't hate it, but was hoping for a bit more, or wasn't what he was hoping for.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
That was interesting seeing John Noble in that too, from Fringe and all that. And
yeah. See, that's who it was from. I was trying to tell my wife, I'm like, wait a minute, he's from somewhere. He's from a TV show. And it's Fringe. That's right. I couldn't remember. I was like, yeah, because I love Fringe.
And he was also in Sleepy Hollow. Also.
Yes. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Played that part
I actually
got
a chance to meet him at Dragon Con when
cool.
we were allowed to meet people back in the days.
Yeah, back in the pre-pandemic days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was before, so yeah, it had its moments.
Yeah.
Some of the like demon possession scenes were some of my favorites there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So.
I agree.
Let's see. I expected there to be more focus on the courtroom. Yeah,
I did too.
There might be something. Yeah, there wasn't too much on that.
Yeah, they built it up kind of that way, like when the first part of the court, when they went to the court. I'm like, okay, cool. So a lot of this movie now is going to take place in the courtroom, and I might have some flashbacks within the courtroom, like testimonies and this and that, people testifying or witnesses on the stand. But no, they didn't really do that. So I was expecting it as well.
Yeah, and it's just like the outcome. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but.
I guess also, I saw somewhere that they have the book, of course, out of it too, and everything. They did because of the movie and all that. So,
and I know a lot of people are out there, we're talking the Warrens now, like, oh, they're frauds, this and that. Well, even if they were or they weren't, I still like the movies. I try to disassociate with what the stories are coming about them now, and just try to enjoy the movie for as being a paranormal, scary, haunted type movie. So I try to distinguish that because I'm like, most of Hollywood is fake. I mean, a lot of it's not based on true stories. So it's just, for me, it's like a lot of people are like, oh my God, they're such frauds now. People are coming out now or saying that they paid people off to, to say that this had happened in their homes and it really didn't, and this and that. I'm like, well, I don't even care about that. I still want to see a good movie, so like whatever.
See, that's what sucks is, I mean, I've been in a real haunted house and experienced that stuff. Like, I do believe it. And what just sucks is those who fake stuff and and then when something really happens, I mean, I believe there's some weird stuff out there,
I do too.
But then it's the people who fake stuff that make people seem either crazy or they're fakes too or not
exactly
real.
Yeah,
and it's hard to figure out what cases may be real and what,
exactly. And then anybody that's out there doing that, being real and genuine about it, they're looked at as either frauds or like they're wackos or out of their minds. Like the whole paranormal, I think, field or people of study, I think they're viewed as in that way, and I hate that because a lot of people are out there really trying to figure things out and trying to find ghosts, but they're viewed as wackos for some reason. And I was just like, I mean, because I like paranormal type stuff. I like, if I've had a few things happen to me, my wife has had a lot of stuff happen to her. So yeah, we could have that as a topic one day maybe on a show.
Yeah,
pretty interesting. Yeah.
I was gonna say though, I mean, since we're sort of on topic, I brought it up. It was on Unsolved Mystery. Hold on, let David say real quick. I'm a skeptic when it comes to actual paranormal stuff, but I'm a sucker for all those types of shows and movies.
Yeah. So, heck yeah!
Always fun to watch. There was this house in Claremont. This guy back in the 80s, they set his truck on fire, and then they shot him in the driveway.
Oh yes.
Oh, you do? Okay, so
yes,
you know that one. Yes. Okay. Well, my dad worked in that house and knew Donna, Donna wasn't on Unsolved Mysteries. They just mentioned her name, how she moved in after them and everything. But that first woman, she like dreamed of that house, how when you go you go upstairs. And it's cool because I've been down that stairs. And everything.
Wow.
It goes to the attic, and then there's this other doorway that leads down the kitchen. Down to the kitchen it's a weird, interesting setup how they have that. And like a narrow staircase. And it almost looks like a horror movie too, the way it's built and all that.
You're like, holy crap.
And she said she had dreams of that and everything. Well, I haven't actually talked to Donna in years, and my dad passed away some years back and everything. But when I was there, like I was hoping to maybe get a picture of the ghost and everything,
Yeah.
But I didn't. But I swear, when I was in the attic, I felt like I was being watched, and I thought I heard something, and I knew I wasn't by myself.
Yeah, you knew something was there.
Unfortunately,
with you,
I didn't catch anything, like some maybe a little or whatever you want to call it, know. But when my dad was working, he was the only one there, and he heard like footsteps upstairs or windows closing.
Yeah.
And then when Donna left, she had the windows open, and there's no way they all could have fallen or anything.
Right.
And it was going to rain that day, or it started raining, and she was trying to hurry home and everything. She came home, all the windows were shut down and locked.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah. And she'd set her keys down, come back for them. They'd be on the other side of the room, and yeah.
Yes.
So
that's something there. Yeah, I agree, Patrick. 99. You said 99% of the paranormal is iffy, but that 1%, yikes! I agree, because I think there is more fake people putting on out there than there really is the real thing. But when it's the real thing, exactly, and that's what makes when it's really, really too many people skeptical. I mean, it's just like too many people out there trying to make a name for themselves or make a buck or or get their 15 minutes of fame or something because look at look what we did, look what we found, and well, no, you just lied to everybody.
Exactly.
And made the ones that are really doing it look like idiots too. So
yeah. But yeah, that would be a good show topic: paranormal and UFOs.
Some maybe experiences that you've had, maybe. Yeah. I like that.
We'll have to do that as a show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'd do some. I got a lot of notes I can jot down for that one too. Discussions on that one. Yeah,
that's a good idea for a future show. So stay tuned for that, people.
And to piggyback off that just a little bit more, my dad was a mortician for the longest time. He had his own funeral home and stuff, and I actually lived in a funeral home for a couple of years at one point. We had an apartment on the funeral home, so yeah, that was. That's crazy.
David said, I live close, about an hour and a half away to Waverly Hills Sanitarium. My wife wants to go visit. I think going into those places with a seed already planted makes the mind play tricks on you.
Yeah, it does.
That could be possible. Yeah, like if you keep
it does, but yeah, I think it's pretty true. But also, I think it makes you more perceptive and more of your feeling because you're already wanting it. And so if there is something there, they're going to feed off that, maybe present themselves or make some weird noises or just make their presence known to you too. So I think it works both ways.
Also, I hear certain haunted places too. They might not affect certain people, but depending on different energies at the time and
Mhm.
stuff, or
Right.
Everything's a factor.
Mhm.
I'd like to visit one day, maybe go to Amityville, but I heard, I
Yeah.
heard there hasn't been any activity there. But
Yeah.
either way, it'd still be cool to just visit the
Yeah,
location.
go take some pictures and say I was been there. I went to the house. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I survived
Yeah.
Amityville.
Yeah. And all I got was this crummy T-shirt.
Well, like I said, I've already been in one of the most haunted houses in Florida.
Yeah.
Last I heard, though, like then the ghost would stay up in the attic, and then I guess she had like some exorcism done, and then that was it. But it was interesting there, and I mean,
yeah. That's why I'm so intrigued about it, because of the whole unknown. You know, you don't know, but I'm always going out there and just to prove it is real. You know, because I do want to know if there's an afterlife or not. You know, it's kind of how I feel about things.
They've changed the outside facade of the Amityville house, even the house number. Oh, okay.
I guess they got tired of people coming snooping around or trying to come for a tour, I guess, or something.
Yeah. So, what else? All right. So now we got the paranormal stuff out of the way.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, we'll definitely have to do a full show of that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, definitely.
Heck. Maybe I should try to see maybe Steve or someone from Ghost Hunters or something on there, or whatever show. Or,
any of them.
Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. Which one?
Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. There's all kinds of them.
I think it was Ghost Hunters. Yeah, I've met Steve and Tango a few times. They're pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
They were at Spooky Empire. And,
okay.
So I got to hang out with them a little bit.
Somebody's perspective that's pretty much their profession, what they do, just to ask them. My brother actually was doing that for a while, but he doesn't do it anymore. But he got some crazy readings. He's on a team, but they're amateur. They weren't really like all big into it. But he kind of came across some really crazy stuff. So
Patrick said the proof of afterlife is the fact cats exist.
Right? Yeah. Well, I've got 3 of them right around. They're all 3 here. They're all sleeping though, so they might not be popping on. I think they're all asleep, so they're all right in front of me.
It's like, shh, just don't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, nah, they're good.
Grant Wilson lives just down the roadway.
Damn. Maybe you could get David. Maybe you can get a hold of him, get him on the show. Oh, cool. He's met Tango, Steve, and Dave as well.
Yeah, same as, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Steve, I'm sure he's mentioned, you've seen on the shows how he had a bad experience flying, so he only drives the places. So, like, when they did international stuff, he wouldn't fly.
Okay.
He only drives the location. I'm thinking, dang,
right.
You gotta drive all that way.
No kidding, man. You're busy all the time. You're never home, probably.
Yeah, he might as well just get a giant motorhome and drive if that's the case. But yeah, he won't fly. He just meets everybody wherever the location is.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that'd be fun, but that'd be busy, though.
Yeah, exactly. I get tired of that after a while. I mean, I'll go fly a few of these places or something, man.
Yeah.
I'm not real big on flying myself, but I will if I have to.
Yeah. I mean, I've flown a few times to go to conventions. My aunt works for Southwest, so I was able to get free flights. And,
heck yeah. Well, that's worth it.
I mean, it's all right. I didn't really have any bad experience. Well,
yeah.
It was, I think I had gotten the ticket because it wasn't a Southwest. This was a long time ago. I was flying Orlando to Miami, which is supposed to be like 40 minutes, like real quick, like 40 minutes or something, instead of whatever drive. And I couldn't believe it. What Patrick said, flying is not appealing to me. Yeah. So what happened was we were there in we got there, but there was a storm. So we had to stay up, they fly above the storm. So,
yes.
So, but we were like right at the airport too. Like we had to wait almost like 2 hours, and we were circling the airport.
Oh, wow. That would be kind of nerve-wracking.
Like getting a little just going around in circles for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'd start getting a little nervous then.
I'm like, okay, how long is this storm gonna be? And it was kind of cool though, because I did have a window seat and I saw the lightning below and stuff. And of course we're above it, but it's like, but going in circles was the kind of, that's like, oh my God, how many circles are we gonna go? I'm like, I can imagine being the pilot having to go around.
Oh God, yeah. And you said, speaking of the lightning, and so you saw the lightning, you said, and everything. Well, now, did you get any Twilight Zone the movie vibes? Have you seen that movie, right?
I should have
the creature on the wing. Yeah, yeah. Is there somebody out in the wing? I'm gonna close my blinder, dude. I can't do this. I'd be freaking out then, probably.
And like I sort of, I mean, it was kind of cool at first. And I almost was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just close my eyes, try to take it. And like, I didn't know how long it was going to be, but the time just went forever. Like, oh my gosh, they're expecting my flight at this time. And yeah, when it finally ended and stuff, a friend that I'd known for years because my dad went to high school with her and stuff, and I told her what happened, and she's like, yeah, they said that because of the storm we couldn't land, and we're just waiting like, okay. I'm like, I didn't know what was going on. We were just going round and round.
Yeah, we're just flying. I don't know. I mean, that'd be nerve-wracking. I think I'd be like, what's going on?
Let's see. Patrick said, watching the Seconds from Disaster right before flying, bad idea.
yeah, don't watch that.
You know how when they go on and do their like announcements and stuff, and or if they have a movie, I'm just waiting to like go on a flight one time and be like, tonight's movie, Final Destination.
Yeah, no. Part 1.
Not part 2, the car crash. No, part 1.
The first one, yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, nah, I think I'm leaving. I'm just gonna figure something else out. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the Final Destination franchise. How they all connected. That was.
Oh yeah, I love the last one where it actually takes place technically before the first one, because at the end of it, it's the plane and the thing. Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
And I mean, what's great about it is like the first, like all the accidents and stuff. It's like stuff that could actually happen. I mean, we got
it is.
The plane, the car crash, roller coaster, racetrack.
It's funny. We were talking. Yeah. We were talking about it's weird that we brought this up. Crazy. Talking about the Final Destination franchise last night. Our daughter came to visit us. She's here still. They're not here at the house right now. But my wife and I and her were talking about the Final Destination and like part 2. Every time we're behind a truck or like a trailer with
the log,
wood, or like even poles or like rebar, anything that could stick out, we're always checking to see if it's strapped down really good, and you have to get around it as fast as you can. We think that all the time. Something's gonna fly out and get us, dude, because of those movies.
I had filmed it, and I think I might have accidentally deleted it. Not long, because I was driving. I couldn't really get a good look at it. But it was actually overcast out. It was sprinkling a little bit of like kind of horror movie atmosphere. Right. And then there was a log truck, literally. I'm like,
oh god.
I'm like, Final Destination 2, anybody?
Yeah.
And then I stopped and passed it. I'm like, goodbye.
Yeah. I either let them get their distance from me, or I'm gonna just get around them as quick as I can.
Hey,
I
Phil's
can't do that.
Here. What's up, Phil?
What's up, Phil? It's your buddy. Patrick says his favorite is Final Destination 3, but 2 has the best foretelling. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I still like the original the best, or the very last one. I like all, except, was it part 4 the one that wasn't that great? There's one, I think it's the 4th one.
I think that was really the race car one. That was kind
of that's 4, yeah. Because I know part 3 was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that last one was the bridge, so yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the last one was really good. What are you up to tonight, Phil?
Phil said, "What's up, Patrick?" And he said he's enjoying the House of Horrors. That's right. Nice. Oh, good times, good times.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch those again.
Yeah, me too. I need to get them on a box set. I've seen them for sale a few different places. I never went and got them. I had the individual DVDs for a while, but I don't think I ever bought all of them. And I think I gave them to one of my kids one time or something. So I don't actually have them in my collection anymore. I need to get them. I
can't remember if I heard something they might be doing another one or not. But who knows with those.
I've heard that too. Yeah. It's kind of like the Saw franchises. They kept making them, and now they're coming back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that bad. I watched it, the new one. It was all right. So
I haven't watched it yet. Yeah.
Some interesting traps, and it was weird seeing Chris Rock in it. But
yeah, that threw me off when I heard him. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad, but it's like I just don't see him pulling it off. I don't know. But I wasn't a huge fan of Saw franchise. I mean, I watched like the first 3 are great, and after that, I kind of got I didn't really get into it anymore. So.
Well, all 7 of them, like they all continue on, leading back to the next movies. So.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was before the last one came out. It was interesting. Like the runtime was 666 minutes or something when it came out. Before the newer ones came. Before the newer ones came out, someone mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Have no one else to kill. Phil said. Oh, hold on. Patrick said. Let's see. Chelan, what's that name? I don't know. Chelan Simmons and Crystal Lowe, two of my favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Chelan Simmons and Crystal Lowe. Yeah.
Oh, Chelan. Okay, yeah, Chelan. To read makes your speaking English good.
Looks like Phil and David are going to be on the Coast to Coast together later on.
All right.
Yeah. Thank y'all for coming by and hanging out with us.
Yep. We're the most before the coast.
Yeah, hey, there you go.
That should be our motto.
Yeah, we'll go around right a couple hours before Coast to Coast. We're like the pregame show. Get you ready for Coast to Coast. I'll probably jump on there later and hang out with them for a little while.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow or less. So.
Oh, no. I got Sundays off, thankfully. I just switched jobs there recently, so I'm getting my Sundays off. Sundays and Mondays are my 2 days off, so I'm pretty happy about that. And all mornings, so.
Yeah, they keep changing my schedule. Like, they were supposed to give me Friday and Saturday off. I worked yesterday. I was off today.
Oh, wow.
But they've been giving me, like, Monday and Tuesday and then Wednesday and Thursday, like, weird. I'm so glad to get my 2 days off in a row. But it's like, why you tell me that's my schedule and you're still mixing me all around.
You switch them around.
But I think starting this coming week, I saw, because I'm off Friday and I'm assuming off next Saturday too. So for whatever reason, they didn't give me 2 days off this week, which I don't know why, but they're going to do it. But they're going to do it next week. I mean, I'm not playing. I need the hours and stuff. But it's just weird how they're doing that. Like, what are you doing? Just make up your mind, please.
Give me a set schedule and I'm good. Yeah, something. Yeah.
But what's good that it's Fridays and Saturdays, though. If like once conventions start up again, I won't have to request Friday and Saturday; they'll be off. Then I'll have to do one Sunday and Monday, and that's it. Instead of 4 days, instead of 4 days requesting off, I only have to request off 2. So that
works out better.
That'll be a little sneak around again to be able to do that.
Definitely.
And they're also good days. I also do. I took today off. I didn't feel like it, but I also do Bite Squad and DoorDash too. So
okay, cool.
On my days off, easy extra money. So, we got 2 more people in here. We're up to 4.
Oh, cool.
So, says, Doomsday thanks. Kingdom Army's in here.
Oh, cool. Hey, man, what's up, Doomsday? I just connected with him not too long ago, about a month or so ago. Awesome.
Doomsday. I'm not sure yet if I subscribed or not. I know I've seen you around.
Oh yeah, he's got some really
I better do that though.
He's got some really good content over there. Really good.
So.
I like his channel a lot.
I don't know, but I'll be sure to do that tonight, though, for sure.
Definitely, yeah, he's cool. He's a good dude. Phil did say thanks for all your support for my channel. I talked to both of us, and I want to thank you, Phil, for your support as well.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. Yes.
Let's see. Hey, Cheeto, Doomsday Army, thanks. I see. I don't see you poking the screen there. Read the chat.
Right, yeah. We gotta stop. I got Cheeto now. She's up and at him, so she might be making an appearance. You better stop pawing at my tablet. I'm using my wife. I'm gonna try to get a laptop like next month but I'm using my wife's iPad right now, which works really good for streaming. But I do want to get a laptop to do all this on. But yeah, this seems to be working better than my phone for sure. I don't have to sit there and hold it and do the shaky and moving around. So I move around anyway, but it's not. At least it's my hands are free.
I'm actually on my phone right now. I got like a little grip. I got a grip iPod.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. I see. I don't even have that.
Oh, you can't even really tell.
My hand. No, you can't really. No, I thought you had a laptop or something. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I blew my secret.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this is a little tip for you. Just go to Walmart, buy the grip pod.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Advertise my workplace. God, I can't help it. I still got to talk about my job.
Oh, you work at Walmart?
On my day off.
Actually, you know what? Right. I worked at Walmart for 4 years.
I've been there 5. I'm in the electronics department. So
I was in
I think
produce.
I'm in the best department. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I always wanted to do that, but I never got transferred. But I worked in produce, so I thought that was pretty cool. Had all mornings, and I had Sundays off. I got Sundays and Mondays off there too. So but we moved and this and that. So, but I would have probably stayed there. I like the benefits that I had with them. So
yeah,
we're bad.
Let's see what's going on there. Seeing if there's any other chat going on.
Patrick saying Cheeto. Well, he's not. She's not. I think she decided to go back to sleep. So that was a false alarm, Patrick. I'm sorry.
Chester Cheeto.
Right. We've got a Cheeto, Garfield, and a Maz. The Maz. Now she was named after the Maz Kanata from the Star Wars movies, the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
My wife named her. She liked that character a lot. The movies weren't that great, I guess you could say. The sequel, I think we talked about it a little bit, but this is a cool name, so she's Maz. But yeah, that's our cats. They're all awake now.
They're gonna jump on you.
Yeah, right.
See, nice getting into the Facebook group. Sometimes stuff gets lost in YouTube notifications.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's true.
Well, since we got a couple people, and of course I'll be repeating it within the next hour too.
Okay.
The 12th, of course we'll have Steve Rudinsky.
Yep.
The 26th got Clinton Carney, who did Cloverfield Paradox, Gone Girl, some visual effects. He also did that Dread Central Presents movie Dry Blood. He wrote, directed, and starred in that.
Nice.
Let's see. Then July's looking good so far. Jeff Kirkendall, Jeremy in Return to Splatter Farm. He was in Jurassic Prey, bunch of different Wild Eye ones. I'll list through later. And then July 10th, from Demon Squad, she co-wrote it and starred in it. Erin Lilly. So that'll be fun to talk to her about that.
Cool.
I want to ask her a couple questions about that because, I totally get a Buffy the Vampire Slayer Angel vibe watching the movie.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. Even the vampire, which I said in my review, if anyone watched it, it was my last Wild Eye Wednesday. That the vampire face kind of even looked like the vampires in Buffy, when they quote vamped out.
Right.
So
yeah, I just have to ask her or ask him.
And also had some Constantine vibes going on.
Oh wow. Okay.
And also I was saying in my review also about how it's a sort of spoiler, but not really unless you're a hardcore Buffy fan. I got season 4 and 6 vibes in it. 6 because of the demon bar in it, and then 4, which I'll just let you guys come to your own conclusion because either watch it or get the what I mean by that.
Right.
So,
I haven't watched Buffy in forever. I did watch most of that series, but I haven't watched it in so long.
Yeah, I need to go back to it. But I pretty much had to have it memorized though when I watched it. I remember going back. I watched it so many times. I'm hoping, I'm waiting to hear back from her. She said that she would like to just need to confirm a date. Iari Lamone, who was Willow's second girlfriend after Tara.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So have a Buffy night whenever. Oh, yeah. You said Bigfoot versus zombies. Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He was in Bigfoot versus zombies.
Wow.
But yes, he redeemed himself in Return to Splatter Farm. And that little pop up we did, he seemed like a really cool guy. So we did the test and all. He was on for 5 minutes with us, just to see how it works. And
you're talking about the one from yesterday, right?
The other day, yesterday, whatever it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I watched some of that, so that's okay. Cool.
And then my friend Jamie came on after.
I saw that. Yeah.
She was going to come on tonight, but she ended up getting a migraine and she had some health issues. So and she was disappointed. She was looking forward to it because we just did the test and she had never gone on StreamYard.
Yeah. StreamYard's pretty easy to use. I like StreamYard. It's just fairly simple to use.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about that with Jeff, how YouTube you have to have 1,000 subs just to do a live show. And
I discovered this off my phone one day when I first streamed. I was in my car sitting there. I forgot what I was doing. I'm waiting on my wife to do something. She was at work, but I was sitting there just chilling and started to get on there, and I got right on here with streamer. I'm like, wow, I thought the same thing. I was just fiddling around and thinking, hey, it let me on. I'm live streaming. Holy crap. I thought the same thing. You had to have 1,000 or at least a certain amount to start streaming on most of them. Like, oh, okay, it's letting me. And then I remember Patrick was asking about how you were able to do that because you don't have a lot of subs right now. I'm like, man, they let me. I don't know if it's an accident, but
I was in that chat that day.
You are. Yeah, you are. I was like, man, you just started letting me. Yeah, it works.
And then we found that out. We're like, okay. Well.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I got an email from StreamYard because you know how it has their little logo in the top corner. It says StreamYard.
Right.
For $25 a month, I can put my own logo there. I'm thinking,
yes,
hey, I'll advertise StreamYard. I'll keep my $25 and just advertise you.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't give a duck about that up there.
Nope.
Nope.
Let's see here.
It's I'll stream for free and promote you. I don't care because I don't even think people pay attention to that little StreamYard in the corner anyway.
I don't think so either. No, I don't. After when I'm watching them, unless I'm just look away for a little bit and I'll see it and then it'll go away again. I don't notice it very much. Let's see.
we got 4 people in here. I know there's a few in the chat. There might be one other person that hasn't said anything. I'm not because there was. Let's see. I know Doomsday.
Phil was here. He was, but Phil did say he's watching some UFC also, so he might have got back off.
Oh, that might be
Yeah, he might be on here, but just watching some UFC fights.
Hey, that's okay. Whatever. I don't mind.
Yeah. Hey.
All right. So what else we got going on? Anything else you saw or any news?
See, like I said, this week I watched, like I said, Tenet, Conjuring last night, and this week I've been watching, like after work, watching some old Star Trek: The Next Generation episodes. That's what I've been doing this week. Other than that, I hadn't really watched a whole lot of stuff. Been watching YouTube videos, and yeah, it's been a light week for me, I guess you could say. Yeah, I didn't even get to go out and do any shopping.
Yeah, I watched a couple shows. I watched Mythic Quest.
Okay.
Which is like these computer programmers. I forget his name offhand, but he was in Community, the Indian dude. I guess he was Indian or I don't want to stereotype what he is. I don't know.
I know.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
He works with that computer company. They design video games.
Right.
Kind of like a let's see. Maybe like not Magic. What's that? World of Warcraft. Yeah, I can talk. World of Warcraft. I'm gonna pull like a Robin Williams. Which is kind of like World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. Yeah.
But yeah. So and then the guy who runs it, Ian, but he goes Ian. That's his name, Ian. Instead of Ian.
Ian. Yeah, instead of Ian, Ian.
I'll have to find a clip and bring it up on a future show. It's funny.
Oh heck yeah.
They accidentally their game brings in like Nazis in it, and they're doing like Nazis. There's like this whole thing, and they're trying to figure out what to do. And Poppy, she's like talking about how we'll bring people together, dinner party, and so she's doing this. She's announcing dinner party. Let's show those fascists that there's no room for Nazis, and with the new format of DP,
right?
DP.
Don't do that.
It's fun, easy. It's like, oh my god, not DP.
It's like, you're gonna confuse people.
But I mean, it's funny though, just all the stories and trying to come up for new ideas for games. And there's these 2 game testers in it, these 2 girls, and it's just really funny. I mean, if you like that kind of stuff and seeing design and conflict within the group and all that. Also, it's sort of like the Guild. Later when she starts working for the game, and that kind of reminds me. I don't know with Felicia Day. With Felicia Day, if you ever watched that, the Guild, that Felicia Day show, yeah. So
cool.
But so it's got that kind of vibe, I guess you could say.
Right. Okay. Heck yeah. See, David says, "Did you like Tenet, Justin?" Yeah, actually, I did. I was talking about it earlier. Like we discussed. I want to watch it again because I know there's some few things that I missed. It was like mind blowing for sure, but I don't. You saw it, right, David? I don't know if you liked it or not, but I liked it. Yeah, my wife really liked it. I didn't think she would like something like that, but she really enjoyed it. Thought Denzel Washington's son did a great job in that movie. It was his son that plays in that movie, John David Washington, I believe his name is, and he's going to be a good actor. He's really up and coming, I think. Got his acting chops from his dad, I guess.
Patrick said Felicia Day is a cute girl. Yeah, she was at Dragon Con. I finally got to meet her. She was really sweet.
Right.
I was lucky enough to meet her. And I'm not sure if it is her brother or not, but the Mythic Quest, either the writer or producer, it does say Charlie Day. And I can't remember if that's her brother's name or not, because I know he's been on with her and they've played games on their web show and everything.
Right.
In real life, not the show itself. You know,
right.
Their own channel. But I can't remember if his name is Charlie. I need to look that up and be like, I wouldn't be surprised because they like the same thing. And here he comes up with Mythic Quest.
Right. So. It might be, yeah. I mean, you never know. See, Patrick reviewed Red Werewolf Hunter. Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to watch that again. Tenet. I do want to watch it again. It's a long movie, but it's. I think it's worth another watch for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch it. I was gonna watch it this week, and I totally forgot that. It's Me, Billy. I need to watch that still.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I loved it. I won't give anything away.
Was it good?
It's great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's good. It's a true sequel to the Black Christmas for sure.
Okay.
It blows. I mean, I didn't even see the 2019 one. I really don't care to watch that one.
I think I started watching it. I just
it's just too much of an agenda. They're driving down people's throats. I've heard so much. People are like, "Nah, dude, there was that has nothing to do with Black Christmas, just in name only." Now the 2006 one, I've only watched it once. I didn't think it was that bad. It's a fun time, but it's not, like I said, the original's classic, iconic, and I think Dave and Bruce did it justice for sure. It's really good. You can tell they loved the source material.
And yeah, that really isn't, and it also, like you said, it's not a remake though; it's a sequel to it.
So it's an actual sequel.
It's a fan-made sequel.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a sequel. Yeah, it's great, and like I said, I don't want to give anything away, so I'll just leave it at that. But you'll like it. I think you'll like it. Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of the Black Christmas, you should like this one for sure.
Yeah. I saw. I'll watch it just to watch it anyway when it comes out. But June 8th through Wild Eye, the Ebola Rex comes out.
Oh God, we're talking on one of those streams I got on there with you guys.
I didn't like Apex Predators. That was my review a couple weeks ago. Dustin Ferguson did it. I'm like, okay, I'll probably watch it. But is it like not going to show a dinosaur and just show destruction buildings and maybe just a foot, or will we get a T-Rex?
A foot, or just like a shadow.
No shark attacks. There was no attacks in Apex Predator, and
well, they didn't have the budget for it, I guess.
Yeah, Tim reviewed it. He liked it. I mean, hey, to each their own, And he was saying how he did enjoy that underwater footage of the sharks and stuff. And I even said in my review, if you like underwater footage, I'm like, hey, there you go. You can see a bunch of cool sea life.
Right.
But, I mean, as for the attacks, it looked like they were being pulled under by an undertow. I'm like, what is this?
What is this? This don't even, you don't even see that. Yeah. Yeah, that a lot of times that'll take you out of the movie for sure. Even though it's going to be cheesy, and the fact is like, come on, make a little more effort.
It's going to be cheesy, but I thought there'd be like some attacks though or something.
Yeah,
there wasn't
put a little more effort into it, guys. Yeah.
Like, not even ketchup. Ketchup. Everything's better with ketchup.
Right? Yeah. Throw something in there.
Dude, there wasn't even any red or nothing. Like, it was just.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. David said I watched some 80s movies. Night of the Comet. Yeah. Brain Damage. Also watched It Exists. It's Me, Billy was really good. That's coming from someone that's not a huge fan of Black Christmas.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. I like Black Christmas. I mean, it's not like my favorite. I do like it. I know how iconic it is. I'm more of the love Halloween franchise, all the other ones, but I give Black Christmas props for because it came out in '74, and I think it did influence a lot of movies. Thereafter. They say it heavily influenced Halloween, which is. I don't know if it's true or not. Who knows? But I give it props. It was different. Billy's whacked out. What? The way he talked. Ugh. And of course, it came out the same year as Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. So both those movies came out like in '74, I believe. So that was a big year for genre defining, I guess, iconic movies to kind of set the standard of horror movies, I guess.
I heard they're doing another new Texas Chainsaw Massacre will be coming soon too.
I'm worried about that one because I've heard it's had a lot of issues. I think they've done rewrites. Didn't they change the director once or twice? I've heard, or something like that. It's been all kinds of things going on, and it's supposed to be Old Man Leatherface. Like it's supposed to be another direct sequel. That's what I've heard to the original.
Oh, I didn't hear that almost.
It's like that's like almost 50 years old. The original. So he's going to be like in his 70s, like probably mid-70s at the most, trying to chase people around with a chainsaw. How are you going to pull that one off? I just want to see it. I'm going to watch it just to see, but a lot of the last couple of ones they've come out with have been kind of just like the Texas Chainsaw, let's call it 3D one or whatever. I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
It was weird. Do your thing, cuz.
Patrick, I watched The Craft Legacy. That was interesting. Let's see. Animal
House.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I haven't watched Animal House in quite a while.
I haven't either, but I've had the DVD of it for like I want to say close to 20 years. Probably when DVD started coming out, I got it. I still have it, but then I picked it up on Blu-ray about like 2 months ago. It was on one of my haul videos.
It came out on 4K this past month or whatever. Yeah.
Last time I was at Walmart, I saw that. And I'm like, oh man, I'd love to have it on 4K, but I said I've already got 2 copies, so I don't know if I want to get it on. Because I really don't have a 4K TV or anything right now, so I have a couple of 4Ks, but I don't know. I'd have to get another TV, another player, and all that stuff. And I'm like, do I want to do that right now? It's kind of expensive, so.
I mean, well, 4K TVs though, they're not. I mean, they're a lot cheaper than they used to be. That's for sure.
That is true. Maybe I'll wait another year or so for they get even cheaper. Maybe around Christmas time. I don't know.
Well, they always have the Black Friday sales and everything,
Yeah.
so you can do it.
That's when I hit a lot of. I like going to the Black Friday of the movies, hitting the movie bins for sure. I get a lot of, the Black Friday deals. You get those ones. You can get a whole franchise for like $5 or $6 sometimes, or less. Yeah.
Let's see. Patrick said he's got to get a copy of Comment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that freshwater, everybody was picking it up at their dollar stores. And when I went to my dollar store, couldn't find it. Yeah, none of my dollar stores had freshwater. I'm like, they had Sheborg and False Flag, but they didn't have freshwater. I'm like, really? How can you have
man? That was like
Sheborg
me.
And False Flag. I haven't watched False Flag yet. I need to watch that one, but Sheborg was awesome. I loved Sheborg. Right. That was a good one.
I know it was I guess it was sometime last year. A lot of the guys were getting, doing the Dollar Tree hauls and the movies are coming out. And I say quite a few of them getting Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We have a Dollar Tree here and it was never there. I'm like, man, for $1, oh man, I want that. I wanted it, I mean, it's not like my favorite movie, but it's a classic to have in your collection. And I'm like, God, why can't I find it for $1?
For $1.
Yeah.
Remember RoboCop, that commercial? I buy that for $1.
Yeah.
All right. We hit 1 hour.
That's no, cool. And we've just been BSing, fumbling away through it for the whole time. Hey.
Pretty much.
Not bad, yeah. That's what's cool about streaming, though. You just start, and then just topics pop up if you don't really have an actual topic to discuss for certain ones. Sometimes just to kind of like just.
And then sometimes certain stuff leads into other stuff while we're talking.
Yes.
Like, speaking of this.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, did you see this? Yeah. Let's see here, 2.
And then moment of silence.
Yeah, right. Well, I was looking at the chat again.
We're good. Okay,
I know we're good. Okay. That awkward stare at each other. Silence. David did say he watched some 80s movies did you watch this week, David? Said he watched 80s movies also. And you get on an 80s kick again. I have a lot of them. I love so much the 80s. I just love. I grew up, a kid in the 80s, so born in the late 70s, so.
Okay. Yeah, I was born in 85, but I don't
like 80
movies though. There's still some good 80s movies.
Born in 77, but yeah, 85 was a great year for movies. Back to the Future come out that year.
Yep. I remember that when I saw it at the theater.
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah, I seen all 3 of them in the theater when they came out. So yeah, that's a.
So you just described the C2C weekly agenda.
Yeah, it goes. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, you just get on there and just shoot the breeze.
Shoot the shite.
Well, I noticed sometimes if you try, I've tried to have a topic like just on one of my streams, and it seemed like it didn't work because I had people get on there and it was like 3 or 4 people, but then it was like we just started talking about other stuff. Briefly talked about the topic that I had at hand, and then it's like, okay, we just went on and just talked about other stuff. So yeah.
Like I had a few ideas in mind, but we've just been going off that from whatever. It's mostly just an improv too, whatever.
Yeah, having some fun. Yeah. Now there's a channel. Is it 4KD something Ray or whatever? Have you 4KD Blu-ray or I think that's what his channel now. I can't think of it, but I just subscribed to him about a month ago, I think. And every Thursday night he's been having, they call them movie collection battles, which is really cool. Oh yeah, which is really cool. He has like
here's a little advertisement.
Coca-Cola. Yeah, Coke. Brought to you by Coke.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. No, that's funny. But he has like the movie collection battles. Really cool. There's like different topics that come up for each week. Like there's like 9 categories, and then like he'll say you go find like say your favorite comedy starring Robin Williams. Just throwing that out there, or your favorite movie starring Robin Williams, and each one has to go. And then the people in the chat they vote on it, and whoever gets the most votes for that particular one has a point. It's just pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I reached out to him to see if I could get on there, but he hadn't answered me back. So he's got like 5,000 subscribers though, so he's probably thinking, for now anyway.
Patrick brought up Q's taste testing video. That was funny with the hot sauce that he won from the spices.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, him and a friend of his tried it out, and he put way too much on the like maybe just taste a little bit. He like poured that out. And
yeah,
saying like kind of like a little salsa dip for sriracha, and it was funny.
That's weird. About 30 minutes before. Oh wait, sorry. Sorry, I'm back. I hit the wrong button again. About 30 minutes before the stream, I made some salsa. So I was eating on it before. So yeah, I make homemade salsa. I used to sell it, but I hadn't done it in a while.
And David's horse had hiccups. Like, yep, he had hiccups after he had so much there.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're gonna grab something to eat before the coast to coast stream. Take care, guys. All right. Hey. Have a good one.
You too. Yeah. See you, David. I'll pop in there later. See what they have to say tonight. Actually, about a month ago, I came home and jumped on there, and they didn't have a whole lot. I was invited on there. I got to be on there for like 30 minutes. Then my phone was acting up, and our internet, actually, it was my phone, the internet of all times wanted to act up on me. I'm like, man. So I had to tell him, I'm sorry, my router's messed up. Because I have really good internet, but of course, it's going to happen when I finally, they're like, hey, you want to jump on? Yeah. Nope. 30 minutes later, and
Well, right at the end of the other day, the pop-up I did with Jamie, which I was going to watch Death Rink anyway, but it was storming out and the power knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, it just knocked out the power.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's all right. So.
Yeah, it happens.
It's like, why? Right when we're doing that. But I had messed her back on Instagram. Like, don't worry about it. I'm watching Death Rink anyway. A new Wild Eye movie. So,
like you said, it was just kind of a test anyway to pop up just to work out some kinks. Yeah.
And it's a shame her migraine struck. She was so ready to come on tonight.
It does suck.
So I'd asked her how she was feeling about 6:30. Just asking. I figured she wouldn't come on because I know how those migraines can hit her.
Yeah. Oh God.
But she was saying how. Faded lights, tinted screens, and all that stuff, and ice packets or whatever. And I was joking around. I'm like, oh, so your camera ready then? All right.
Right. Yeah. You're good to go.
Tinted screens, dark room, tinted screens, ice packs. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Just 10. Yeah. You'd be good. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Now I have a thing. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. How many people are on here right
now? Just 3.
Okay, cool. And this is gonna sound stupid, and I've tried it, but like, okay, when you're on a stream, how do you like actually send the? You just click on to send the link to your stream. I've tried to do it, and it seemed like I've messed it up, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why it's not letting me.
A copy of the link.
Yeah, like if I'm on my stream, when I want to try to invite people.
Oh, if you want to invite, say,
on StreamYard,
Patrick or David,
you or whoever, yeah.
Well, when you go to guests, I'm clicking on it now. You'll see me clicking, and then invite a guest, and then you just copy it, and it'll say invite the guest, same as you always do.
Yeah.
So I'll hit copy.
Oh, okay.
And then
I must have been doing something wrong because I thought that's how you did it, but I was like, it's not working.
Let's see. Well, no, it won't let me do comments here. Comments.
I popped that one on the screen. Yeah. See, I know how to do that when you tap their name and it pops their comments on the screen, but I was just having trouble inviting for some reason.
Oh, here we go. Post comment. I was trying I'm like, where do I type in here? I'm trying to act all. Yeah, you do this. Oh, wait a minute. How do you do that? But yeah, then you just click on it where it says paste. It should when you type it. Okay, yeah. Then when you tap, it says paste.
Okay.
And why does my paste keep disappearing?
See,
that's really weird. Like I run
into those type of problems.
I'm tapping it the one time that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it. So I think I was tapping it too quick. Yeah. So
I might have been doing that too.
So I just So you just tap it once and then paste comes up. You see how it's in the stream right now. I just posted it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I mean, maybe I was just doing like you were doing then, but gave up. I'm like, how do you do this? Then I felt stupid. I'm like, I'm not going to ask anybody that. They're like, you don't know?
So
cool. Okay. Yeah, I was still learning all about the whole YouTube streaming thing still, so it's still a work in progress for me as well.
Let's see. I just got a like from my Twitter. I posted about Jeff Kirkendall being a guest and Wild Eye releasing.
Oh, cool.
Liked it and shared it. So
nice.
So I'm hoping to maybe when I get my next box, Rob said he might throw in some extra ones for me to give away during the stream of movies of guests and stuff. So
yeah, awesome.
So we'll see how that works out. So
right.
Yeah, Rob's awesome and all of them at Wild Eye. They're really great people, generous.
Nice.
I love doing reviews for them. It's awesome.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I hadn't forgot about you, Patrick. I do have something to send you. I'm going to have to send it out this week. I do have a couple of things. So if you're still on the chat, I know I mentioned it like last week. I think I told him, but yeah. Got a few things I need to send him in the mail. I found.
Okay.
And it's brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Tonight's House of Horrors.
Wouldn't that be something? Get a sponsor like that, a big company like that.
Dude, that'd be nice.
Yeah, like, whoa.
If only.
Right. And see, that's another thing I want to do on a stream one day. I want to do like a watch along at some point, on one of my streams. I love watching those. Like, you ever watch Dave McRae or anybody like that? The Two Dudes and Bullshit he has on Mondays.
No,
or anybody. Yeah, or he. There's other ones that do it too. But yeah, they're a lot of fun watching those. Watch where they have the movie or whatever, and they're commenting on it or whatever and talking about it. I think those would be pretty fun.
Kind of like Mystery Science 3. Mystery
kind of,
Science
sort of,
Theater.
yeah, a little bit, I guess you could say, yeah. Well, they'll just talk about the ins and outs. Whoever's watching it, what they like, what they don't like, or how certain. It's really fun time. I've watched a few movies along with some of these people, some of these channels before, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Still asking about the cat. Well, I don't know where Cheeto is. Garfield's sleeping, so Cheeto just took off. I don't know where she went. Sorry, Patrick. You might not get to see him tonight.
Garfield's off eating his lasagna, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, actually, I see him. He's hanging off. We've got this like little shelf. He's on the top, and half his body's hanging off. So I don't know. I don't see how he's not falling because he's like almost 30 pounds. So who knows?
Kicking Odie off the sofa.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Garfield and friends.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Something fell over here. Sorry. Okay, here we go. See how many. See, I wish I could see how many people are reviewing. It doesn't let me see. It's weird. Oh, is it 2?
It's 2.
I know Patrick, and I guess it'd be me, right?
No, it's.
Oh, they don't count the people on the show. Okay, I thought they counted the guests.
I don't think it counts the people on the show.
Okay, I knew it didn't count the host, but I didn't know if it counted like anybody else that was on there with them.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, let's say it's not because.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because if it's just Patrick in here, they're the 2 watching. But if you're on here, though, I mean, yeah, you're watching, but you're not really. Well, I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know how it works.
Maybe when we say that, like, who else is here and not saying anything, maybe that's why.
Sit there now. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. I'm saying hello to me. I'm a watcher.
Yeah.
I watch myself.
Right. Yeah, there's let's see. This is Jed. Patrick said 30 pounds of jet engine. I don't know. He's not real fast. Well, he is fast when he wants to be. It's kind of weird. Trying to watch him run fast. It's quite the sight. Got my Dawn of the Dead shirt on. If you can see that.
Yeah. I got it.
Oh, Chucky. Heck yeah.
It's the one that says, what was it? When you're crazy as fuck, but still, what is it? I can't remember what it said, though.
Has touched your soul. Oh, wait. Something says touched your soul, right?
Still touch your heart or whatever.
Touch your heart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see it now. Now that speaking of the shirt, that's my all-time favorite horror movie is the original Dawn of the Dead. So, yeah, I love that movie.
We watched it a million times. Our TV production teacher in high school, he showed us Dawn of the Dead.
Really? Oh wow! Awesome. I bet it was. It's a great teacher.
You're watching this, all right?
Heck yeah, I love this teacher. This is my favorite one.
Slip or anything? Hell yeah.
Man, I wish I had a teacher like that. God, yeah, that's like. I mean, it's in my top 5 movies of all time. That's how much I love that movie.
Well, let's see, 3 people watching. So.
All right, got another one.
Welcome, whoever.
Yeah. Speak now. Not
or get the hell out. No,
you're right. Yeah. Yeah, but that's probably one of my. I mean, I kind of go back and forth, but from slasher or zombie, but the zombie subgenre of horror is probably my favorite. I'd have to say. Now the paranormal is more to me is more like messes with my mind more than any of them, of course, because it's. To me, it's more realistic, the paranormal things, because it could be out there. I mean, slashers, I guess, could be too, in a sense, but not to the depths they go in most movies. You got serial killers out there in real life, but yeah.
not the stuff where supernatural killers keep coming.
Yeah, exactly. You come back again and again and again. Yeah, those are just, to me, those are just fun. I love the slasher genre, but zombies, I've always had a thing. Special place for that subgenre. Can't talk tonight. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds like I've been drinking. I ain't even been drinking. I don't drink much anymore. So, but yeah, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Yeah, I love the George Romero Dead films, of course, for sure.
Yeah. He's got that unreleased one coming out, or whatever, that Carnival or something, or that.
Carnival of Souls, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it back in like 70s, wasn't it? 70s or early 80s or something like that.
Something like that. They're finally releasing it. Yeah.
I'll check that out. I also know he was writing a script and a story for, it's called something Living. It's one of the Dead movies. It's going to be his final one, and the other guy that was helping him write it, he got the okay from George's wife to finish it, and it's supposed to be made into a movie. I can't remember what it's called now. I went blank. Something of the Living Dead. Is it I can't remember. Twilight of the Living Dead or something like that. It's supposed to be like the last one, and it's kind of like a sequel, almost like a sequel to the Land of the Dead type, but it's a continuation from that. But it was supposed to be the end of his Dead series. So I'm really anxious to see what comes of that. Hopefully they'll make it into a movie, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was lucky. I got to meet George a couple times.
Man,
the first time I met him, the picture I got with him was kind of funny. Was I was joking around, kind of like acting like a zombie in the picture, and in the picture, and he was like, "Oh, look at this guy." I was just like joking around.
Yeah, what the heck? Yeah. I would love to have met him.
And then I actually ran into him and one of his assistants, just all up at the same time. We had to use the restroom, just ran into him and just said, "Hey, for while we were washing our hands and stuff and talking." And we were talking about zombie stuff or body parts. And I go, "You know what would be funny? Like say a zombie was peeing, his dick fell out." He's like, "Tell George that. That's hilarious." He's like, "Zombie dick falling off. That'd be great."
That would be more along the line of Shaun of the Dead type thing right there. A funny spoof zombie movie. That would be great.
He was like, "Tell George that. He'll laugh at that."
Yeah, tell him stat. Now he'll probably make a movie out of it. Just centering around the zombie dick falling off or something.
Zombie dicks.
Yeah, zombie dicks.
Zombie dicks.
Sci-fi original. Just search for the zombie dick or something. Well, that'd be great.
A movie. I saw something, and I have no desire to see the movie, but it's called Dicknado.
Oh God, with a bunch of dicks swirling around like Sharknado. God. Yeah, I don't have I wouldn't want to see that movie either.
I did see it was there was a trauma movie called Killer Condoms. It was so God. Condoms with shark teeth going around. They started.
Oh God. There's so many crazy movies out there. It's just
they go out with some weird stuff.
Yeah. Been wanting to revisit also some of the old classics like the Universal Monsters again. I do have like that set of the 8 movies set on DVD. I hadn't watched them yet. I've had it for a few years. Where it's got the original Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein. I think it's got the Mummy.
It should have the Creature Black Lagoon.
I think it has a Creature in the Black Lagoon. I think it's on that set. I believe so. Yeah, Invisible Man, like I said. Yeah. The original, but it's I want to go back and revisit those a lot. I hadn't watched them in forever, but I've had that set and I never watched it yet. But I've seen them all in the past, but I always get a kick out of those.
Yeah, gosh, I don't even remember the last time I watched any of those. It's been
same here. Yeah,
I was probably a kid when I watched them last.
Yeah, I always think to myself, it's always a good thing to go back and pay homage to some of the the classics. They got a lot of the horror owes a lot to those 1930s and 40s horror films, the monster films. Yeah. So I kind of like going back, even though they're cheesy and they're like, oh my God, these are kind of just wow, but they're still cool. I don't know.
They're the creatures, the monsters that got like modern movies. Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah, they're kind of like what Freddy, Jason, Michael, and all them were like the 80s and stuff. That's how iconic they were back in those days.
Oh, we got someone here left a comment. Videodrome version. Have the set of 6-disc. No Creature, no Phantom of the Opera.
40s remake. Okay. Remake, yeah. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know if I have Creature, and I think I do, but I have to look it up. It's somewhere on my shelf. I don't know. I got to get another shelf. I got too many on my one shelf that they're like just overflowing on there right now.
Right.
Need another shelf to kind of spread them out a little bit.
Yeah. Some also random news since Trauma I mentioned. You see, they're redoing the Toxic Avenger, and Elijah Wood is going to be the villain.
Really? Wow, really? Oh, wow. Well, that kind of sounds about right. The way some of the movies he's been doing lately, that'd be kind of cool. I want to see that. I haven't watched
he
those
was
since I
pretty
was a
weird
kid.
in Sin City. As remember that silent attack assassin in Sin City.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So he should be interesting as a villain in Toxic Avenger.
Well, and I haven't seen it with Elijah Wood, but wasn't he the in the Maniac remake? Wasn't he the killer in it?
Yes.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that one. I've seen the original awesome. Maniac. Was it?
I had him sign that when I met him, and it's funny because people in front of me and behind me, like everyone was there, had like Lord of the Rings stuff to have signed.
Oh yeah.
And then here I come up with me. He had to have him.
He's probably like, cool. I can sign something else besides Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and he signed it in red. Like there was blood. I was like, hey, he goes, what color do you want to sign? I'm like, how about that blood red there? He's like, nice.
Yeah.
And I was joking around with him. I was like, hey, I've been a fan since The Good Son, and I forget what.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. Too, I named a couple movies, and then I'm like,
Forever Young.
Yeah, but then I go, and I think you were in Lord of the Rings, right? Small part. And he's like, yeah, just a small part.
Yeah, it's a small part.
He thought that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, because he got.
I joke around with him. He seemed cool, like the vibe and stuff, and everybody having Lord of the Rings, and then finally me having something different.
Yeah,
that was funny. I'm like, yeah, and I go, weren't you in Lord of the Rings? I think small part.
He's like,
and he was like, yeah, just a small part.
Yeah, just a very small part. You probably didn't even notice me in it.
No.
How did you know I was in that movie?
I was in the background.
Yeah. How did you know that was me? That's where I got my start.
Yeah, he was a cool guy. I like when you meet people and you could joke around with them.
Oh yeah, exactly. Maybe somebody else should have brought a Faculty poster or a picture up there for him to sign too.
Yeah, I think I did mention the Faculty in the movie.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. I'm a big fan of that movie.
Let's see, something about Newcomb. Let me scroll back up here. Videodrome was saying Elijah Wood as the guy who was also in Class of Newcomb High as the nuclear plant master.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. And then Patrick said IFC Midnight. Videodrome goes, don't remember Toxic Avenger, but I think the Class 1 nuclear plant guy had his stomach I can't talk either tonight. Ripped out or something.
Huh.
Sounds like Elijah Wood is turning into a new Robert Englund in pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So.
Or almost like a Nick Cage, maybe possibly getting into those deep dive type horror type movies now.
Nicolas Cage been getting into horror movies lately.
Yeah,
so. Right in the eye.
Yeah, right. Have you seen Willy's Wonderland yet? I haven't.
Yes.
Is it crazy as people say it is?
It is badass. Yeah. Like he doesn't talk in it at all.
Yeah, that's why I want to see it, just to see. But sometimes you think about it, he doesn't have to talk in a lot of it. The expressions and the jerking of his body. It's like, man, you don't. I mean, I can see that him pulling it off because he does it in his other movies, just going crazy.
It's great. Like when he's fighting, there's the part like where the kids they were like gonna like destroy the place, but then they find out he's in there, and so he's fighting off one of the animatronics. I forget which one, but like he's on a schedule. The guy told him when he's cleaning to take a break every hour, a couple hours. So he's getting ready to fight the alarm goes off. He just drops the weapon or hands off there, drops it, and walks off. And so she's there to fend for herself, and then he's playing pinball, drinking an energy drink.
Oh God! Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up for sure. I want to see it because I like Mandy. Now that was a crazy movie. I do have that one. I need to pick up Color Out of Space. I've seen it on the Prime or whatever. I saw it on a streaming one of the streaming things.
I'm sure it's on Shudder.
Was it Shudder? Yeah, I think it was Shudder. Yeah, I watched it. I think it was Shudder. It might have been. Yeah, but I just actually watched that a couple months ago, and I liked it. It's different, but yeah, I think I liked it better than Mandy though, almost. And Mandy was good, but it was just. Have you seen Mandy?
Yeah, the revenge. He's just like killing them all off.
Yeah, and that was crazy. I mean, but so
there, almost a type of I spit on your grave, but from a male perspective. Revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to get revenge because he had to sit there and watch his wife be murdered, pretty much, and him left for dead. Nailed whatever. They nailed him up and everything, and like, golly. Yeah, but that was crazy. That was up his alley though. That the revenge scene. It was just going balls out. And then in Color Out of Space was almost that way. The way he was, no, you love your mama. You get in there, take care of your mama. No.
It's interesting to see him cross over to those type of movies after everything he's done, all these action movies and stuff. And and even comedies and romance, like it could happen to you, like all the. I mean, he's well diverse in all.
Oh yeah, and he went to. I know they said that he got in some financial trouble.
He in a movie? What was that? The Vampire's Kiss or something? Vampire was.
Yeah, that was bad. It was one of his first movies, I think, wasn't it?
Something like that.
Like the early 80s or something.
So in a way, he has done Supernatural.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. But you'd think because because he was such in these blockbuster films, and then he kind of fell off the map for a while. Now he's making a resurgence in these kind of dark, kind of not mainstream horror movies, but they're becoming like these cult classics already. These modern cult classics, I think, and he's done a great job. I love it. I'm waiting for him to do another horror movie now. I want to see him in more of them.
Yeah, Patrick just put in quotes, lurking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think one of my favorites too, besides The Rock and Face Off, those are like two of my favorites.
And I have a guilty pleasure. Con Air is a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say Con Air.
It's kind of like the whole theme song. How do I live without you? That's so cheesy, but I'm like, I like the movie. I like John Malkovich in that movie. Yeah, Cyrus, the bad guy. His name is Cyrus, and I think Cyrus the Virus. Yeah. I thought he was did a good job in that, and so did Steve Buscemi. Is that crazy, wild, like a child psycho killer dude? Yeah,
child molester. That little girl that was creepy.
Yeah, I'm thinking, dude, don't go there. Don't do this. And then she was alive. Okay, cool. He didn't kill her. Didn't do anything weird. Okay.
He was kind of nice in a weird way.
Yeah, he's like, don't do it. Please don't do it.
I was kind of afraid when I saw that. I'm like, oh, what's he gonna do?
I know that would have been like, I don't think I like this movie. I wouldn't have been able to like it. But it's kind of like Halloween 2018. The scene where he walks by the baby in the little crib or whatever, Michael Myers, and you're thinking, oh shit, are they really gonna go do this? Is he really gonna kill the baby? Oh god, okay, I'm like, good. Don't kill the baby. You already killed a 12-year-old kid earlier in the movie. Just don't kill a baby.
Yeah.
Valley Girl. Oh yeah, I forgot about Valley Girl. Videodrome says Valley Girl is likely my number one Nick Cage. I forgot all about that. That's a deep dive.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
It's like, speaking of 80s movies.
Yeah. There's another one of him, Raising Arizona. That was a good one.
Yeah, Raising Arizona.
The baby and all that.
That might have been 90s though, I think.
Was it 90s? Okay. Either late 80s or early 90s. It was somewhere. Yeah. I'm thinking. I know it was pretty old though, but.
Let's see. An hour and 26 minutes. We're almost halfway through our 2 hours.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and do a reminder again. People watching the rewatch, the 12th, we got Steve Rudensky from Karis Hell. I don't think Videodrome was in here when I mentioned it.
No.
So yeah, who directed and wrote or co-wrote Karis Hell. Clint Carney on the 26th of this month. Paradox or Cloverfield Paradox, Gone Girl, Dread Central, Dry Blood presents Dread Central presents Dry Blood. There we go. Erin Lilly on July 10th from Demon Squad, a Wild Eye movie. She again wrote it and starred in it. On the 3rd, I skipped a week, my bad. Jeff Kirkendall on the 3rd. So from Jurassic Prey, Return to Splatter Farm. And of course, I know Patrick's going to say Bigfoot vs. Zombies.
Right. Yeah.
My favorite. I feel kind of bad because I totally trashed that in a review.
Right.
But I'm like, did he see that review? Because when I first messaged him on Twitter and mentioned my show and everything, if he'd be interested, I said I do reviews on Wild Eye movies, and he actually said he already saw some of my reviews and he liked them. And I'm thinking,
cool.
Which reviews?
Oh, wow. Which ones you like? Yeah,
hey. That wasn't that one. But yeah.
That's got to be something. Yeah.
Oh, and then July 17th, I'm probably gonna say the name wrong. Steve Rimpinchi, I guess is how you say it.
Rapinski, yeah.
Rapinchi. I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
So you
might want to do that. Yeah, before
we go live on the stream, I'm gonna pronounce your last name one time. Thank you.
Right.
But yeah, and he was of course the voice of Duke in Karis Hell, and he's done a bunch of other stuff. He sent me a list of. He's done stuff for audiobooks and cartoons.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to get into it, but he
just ask him stuff and ask him how he got all into that and all.
Yeah,
this.
So we can talk about other stuff that he did besides Karis Hell, and I was looking on Internet Movie Database too prior to see what else he was in, because I wanted to maybe get familiarized with some other stuff because obviously he's done more than one Wild Eye movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And but he had offered information and he showed me a website, and I told him. When I did the announcement on, of course, my Facebook group page, of course, I got to mention that, the House of Flowers podcast. Yes. So, that's a public group. Go ahead and join that. That'll have all the information of upcoming guests and whatever else is going on. So yeah.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, back off track there. I'm just a million miles an hour tonight.
No. Well,
it's that Coke I drink. Brought you
yeah.
Coke.
Sure, here you go. The unofficial sponsor. They don't even know they're sponsoring us.
Hey, wants a Coke? A cola. Oh, wrong one. But
yeah,
anyway,
Coke,
I'm channeling Robin Williams right now. Just going.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
not that one. His spirit's with me. I do a great impression.
Yeah, we started the show talking about him. Yeah.
So anyway, but yeah, I was trying to find a picture of him, to do that, and I was looking on his Facebook, and I told him, I was like, yeah, that's just all like family, nothing I would post,
right.
For that.
Yeah.
And he just said, what's your email? I'll send you some stuff and some information, other stuff I've done. And so, yeah, He sent me a whole email of his site and what he does and like a biographical thing. So
that's cool.
So that'll be good, though. I can, get more familiarized.
Yeah.
Maybe check out a couple more things before.
Yeah, definitely. That way you'll have. Yeah, you said he does like the voice acting and stuff, right? Or does voices and
I'd
like to ask
audio
him.
books
But
and stuff it said, and
I'd like to ask him a lot about that because I was always interested in doing that, but I never went for it because I like to do different voices and this and that. So I'm really curious to see how people really can get into that and what steps you had to take or what journey, what path you followed or whatever. Yeah.
So even if people aren't familiar with Carousel, they still might find it interesting of what he does as a career and have some questions or whatever about it.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to even learn some more stuff too while we're at it. So.
Yeah, right. Definitely. Heck yeah. See the end of this.
Let's see what Videodrome. Let's see. Wouldn't want to be 12 in 2018, 1987. Oh, an early Hunter. Or an early Holly Hunter film.
Huh.
Which one was that? Oh, we were talking about the Valley Girl. I think that's what we were talking about.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be about right. I think she was in that movie.
Okay.
I think I've seen that movie. I know I've heard about it, but it came out when I was a little kid.
Sorry, I missed that chat there. I was rambling on, and then I saw that, so wasn't ignoring you there, Videodrome.
Just see. I don't know if how many does it say it's in the room right now or viewing?
It says 2 right now.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're seeing up another chat.
Well, Patrick was even
Raising Arizona. Oh, okay. So it was 1987.
Okay, Raising Arizona. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Holly Hunter was in Raising Arizona. Okay, I remember.
Oh, yeah. That's right. She was the. Well, they weren't married in that movie, were they? Or were they married? I can't remember. Him or her. I don't
think they were married.
Yeah, he wasn't. He's like trying to. He had the baby. Kidnapped the baby or watching the baby for her, and it was crazy. I had to watch it again. I remember liking it, and it was just a crazy movie.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Not a kidnapped baby, but I don't know. You remember that movie with Kevin Costner, A Perfect World, where that little 12-year-old was?
That's a good movie.
He became friends with him, and he was kind of like a father figure along the way.
And Clint Eastwood was the sheriff guy, or a state cop. Anyway, was after him. Yeah.
Kind of like the Tommy Lee Jones character in The Fugitive. He was like that.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like that. Yeah. And Kevin Costner was such a bad person, a bad guy, but you felt when the relationship between him and that kid was just like, wow, it was like you said, father son type relationship, and you're like, man, I hope nothing happens. Kevin Costner, but he winds up, dying, getting shot.
That'd be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Yeah,
I like how when he was talking to him, the kid said he'd never been trick or treating, so he stole that costume and he pretended to make the guy Halloween. He's like, no,
oh god,
like, the guy, he's like, say trick or treat. He's like, give him some candy. He's
like, keep some candy. That was a really good movie. I need to watch that again. I forgot all about that. That was, man, I saw it like 3 or 4 times back in the 90s. I remember liking it
when it was out.
Yeah, it was great. Oh man, I need to go get that movie now. I'm gonna put that on my list. I usually have this big long list, so I put movies on that I forgot about, and I hear about, oh yeah, I gotta write it down real quick so I won't forget about it, and be 10 more years before I think about it again. So I have this, like I said, this ongoing list, and I'll scratch ones off that I get. Okay, that one's gone. I got that one. Okay, cool.
Sling Blade was another good one too with Billy Butler. I like taters.
Yeah.
And John Ritter was the gay neighbor in it that ended up like punching the dad or the boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah. And Dwight Yoakam was the evil stepdad.
Yeah.
It was a good movie though. Yeah, he's another great actor, Billy Bob Thornton. He did some very crazy, crazy roles he's done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like dares.
Heck, living here in Texas, there's some people that are actually like that around here. I live in a small town, so you have a few people that are actually almost like that. You're like, oh god.
Hey, I got a movie for you to watch.
Yeah, hey. I mean, it might be it could be like an I can't talk. Autobiographical type movie for you.
A document.
Yeah, documentary. Yeah.
Now I can't say document.
Yeah.
I'm saying documents.
Documents. The documentation
Here's
of your life.
Documents.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's gonna document your life here. Yeah. That's a good movie. I don't have that in my collection.
I don't think I have that. I have to watch it though. But
yeah.
But yeah, with my Amazon Fire Cube, I just watch everything online.
Yeah.
I can find pretty much anything I want. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a physical media junkie myself.
I do have my physical collection. Don't get me wrong, but I'm stuff that I don't have or can't see, or
you can't find it anywhere,
plan on buying later. I don't want to pay for it now.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like if it's too expensive, I won't buy it unless it's like one of those huge releases that I want to see really bad. I've seen it in the theater. I'm gonna go buy it from day one. Like the Star Wars movies, whenever they come out, I'd go buy them because of course I wouldn't watch them in the theater. But yeah, I'm usually not. I'll wait till they get cheaper most of the time on most movies.
Video Jerome said that Billy Bob Thornton was in the 1989 Troma movie
Chopper Chicks and Zombies.
Chopper Chicks, Zombie Town with Martha Quinn, the MTV DJ.
Oh wow!
And that actress from 1981's Just Before Dawn, Rose something Rose. Oh, Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Jamie Rose. He Googled it. He goggled it.
He goggled it. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I never heard of the Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. I'm definitely gonna have to check that movie out.
I'm gonna see if I can find that right now on one of these apps.
Wow.
I doubt it's on Tubi, but it might be on Tubi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Check it out real quick. See if I can find it too. Pull my phone out.
Apparently my TV was off. I didn't realize that.
Let's see here. Chopper.
But I use like Cinema HD, and there's websites that I go to, and
okay.
So like I know a whole bunch of stuff where I can track down movies.
Yeah, I do it like with fairly pretty quick too. I think probably know exactly where to go. Let's see.
It was Chopper Chicks.
Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Huh.
Okay. Did I accidentally maybe kick my HDMI? I've got no signal on my TV. What the heck?
Oh, well, it says it's got a 42% Rotten Tomatoes score. I figured it wasn't gonna have a real high one, but just to.
Yeah. I'll just check after the stream or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Know what happened, but
this looks like a zombie type movie with cycle sluts. Okay.
Cycle sluts. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely gonna check it out.
Oh, and don't Kalfa from Return.
Okay. Oh, okay,
Dawn,
cool.
Dawn. I thought it said Dawn. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the mortician from Return of the Living Dead. Ernie was his name in that? Yeah. Yeah, cool.
All right. Well, I'll have to see. I might even try to see if there's any more new Wild Eye movies out on Tubi.
Yeah.
Because like I've done videos in the past. There's like about 180 or something like that Wild Eye movies that you can.
Oh wow.
On Tubi. Yeah, I've done videos. I could probably put it in my video playlist, make it easier for people to find.
Go check them out.
But I mean, yeah, and it's great because I got a way where I have an ad-free Tubi, so there's no commercials. And
really?
Oh, wow.
See, I have the ad Tubi. I have Tubi with ads, but yeah.
Nah, I hate that.
Yeah,
I'll tell you later if. Do you have a Fire Stick or anything?
Yeah, actually, I do have Fire Stick. I think my wife. Yeah, I don't think I've used it, but my wife picked one up, and I don't think I've ever used it. I've got all these streaming services, so I never think about it.
Because there's so much stuff that you can go on there. I mean, I still have some streaming services. I'm not, like I said, I still support stuff. But you could get rid of Netflix, Hulu, anything, and still be able to watch all those shows for free. I mean, it's.
Oh wow, okay, yeah. See, I don't do Hulu, and Netflix. I don't have to pay for it. I use my mom's account for that one. But yeah.
Well, there you go. Then you don't have to worry about it. I guess now I also heard something that how Netflix might be try to cut down on like password sharing and stuff. Like if it's not in the same household or something.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we'll tell you what, we wouldn't be sharing our passwords if you A, had a decent price, and B, put more and B, put better shit on.
Thank you. Yes, because I don't want to pay. I used to pay for Netflix. I don't want to anymore. My mom has it. Like I just use her password. So she got like 2 accounts on there. So yeah. Like I said, I watched Army of the Dead. Because I wasn't gonna pay for it, but.
I heard like whenever they have new stuff, like I don't have Netflix. I tons of stuff like the stuff of these APKs and websites and stuff. I can watch anything plus a billion more. Even even Tubi has more stuff than Netflix.
Tubi's good, yeah. Just like I said, I don't like the ads.
Even the free version is still better. I can't say it since I'm kind of accustomed to my ad-free one now. But either way, even with the ads, there's still better movie selection than Netflix.
Yeah.
Like whenever
they do.
I remember when they were listing movies of what was quote new on Netflix, Silence of the Lambs. Seriously, that's not a new movie. That's not a new movie.
No, that's the 30-year-old movie. But okay, whatever.
Jurassic Park, The Lost World. Come on now. It's like
don't say new. It's just I don't know. Yeah, they're stupid. I got Amazon Prime. I do HBO Max, like I have it right now, but I'm probably gonna get it cut off until like a few months when another cool movie comes on there. Because Prime has a lot of the stuff. HBO Max, I've looked at it. They have a lot of the not all of them, but they have a lot of the movies that's on Prime or HBO Max. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep Prime.
Yeah. The only thing good about HBO Max is some of the movies that are in theater or whatever you get for free. You get for free included. Like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we watched that.
And stuff
we watched all that, but like I said, I'm gonna get it. I think it's running through next week, and then I'll just wait to get it again. Like I think in the fall, like Matrix 4 or whatever the movies comes out, I might get it then again. But that's what I like about some of the streaming services. No contracts. You can just like, I don't want to do it this month. I'll just let it go for a couple months, and I might jump back on it later on when something cool comes out or something.
We're sorry to see you leave, and maybe they'll even give you a better offer.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Please come back.
Don't leave us. Come
but
back.
Prime is the only constant one that we've always kept is Amazon Prime because of course you get the Prime deals if you order, off Amazon, and they've got a lot of cool stuff on there.
Yeah.
Plus you can get Shudder through Prime. You get most of the other channels through Prime. Anyway, it's through Prime usually. I got Shudder,
you can do it through
AMC Plus.
Yeah,
that's what I usually do.
So, let's see. Nothing else said in the chat besides the Living Dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure not ignoring anyone out there.
This Patrick, I don't know if he's lurking anymore or not. He hadn't said anything in a while.
Now, the last thing he typed, what he put in, he just said lurking.
Yeah.
the lurker. Let's see. Yeah. Well, we're up to 1 hour and 41 minutes, though.
Yeah,
so
cool.
We're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
So it's going to be coming to a close shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Coast to Coast coming up in a little while, so jump on there and see what those guys are going to do. Going to be talking about later.
Yeah.
Probably for a little bit. Probably not all night because I got some stuff I got to do with the family and myself later, so.
Yeah, but then like I said, I got to work tomorrow. So.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll probably get some rewatches on this, though. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh, just zoomed in on you.
Yeah. I think I just, because I leaned forward, it looked like I did. I'm trying to mess
it almost,
with my lighting.
I guess it froze for a second. Like it almost looked like a zoom in. Like
Yeah. I was leaning forward and I was looking, and I didn't realize I had done that. And then when you said that, I was leaning back. I'm like, oh, yeah, it did look like I was zooming in. So Videodrome, do you have a YouTube channel? The Videodrome TV version? To see if they had a channel, maybe.
Well, I think since this is on YouTube, isn't that their YouTube name?
Yeah, but I know I've had people jump on. I think it is, but I don't know if like sometimes I think you automatically aren't you given a channel or something like that. But a lot of them don't have content, or they say they don't have a channel, or they just get on there as YouTube. Yeah, because I had one.
He said he's got clips on there on his.
Okay, cool. That's all right. Hey.
Well, maybe later on do content. There's some people who have who do videos now. They started just watching videos, or else just putting clips on, and then they decide to come on themselves later.
Yeah, and you never know. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been doing it for Well, actually, I've had the channel, but I didn't start doing any content until like last October. But I had it for a couple of years, actually, for a few years. But I never even posted anything. Started the channel, put my description on there, and then left it at that. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And finally, I just started. You know what? I'm gonna throw some old videos up there that from the past, and then go from there. So.
Yeah. He said he's got like videos. Short clips of memes, and then he's wanting to do reviews, but
cool.
Busy.
Right. So. It happens. Well, whenever you get around to doing it, man, let us know.
Yeah. I mean, if you just do a quick 2-minute review, I mean, it doesn't have to. They could be like spoiler free or what you like about it. Or, I mean, I understand life gets in the way and busy, but I mean, if you get a chance, even just a couple of minutes, just to get the practice and get on there and whatever. I mean, anytime towards it.
I've been real busy with work myself. I haven't put anything out since like last weekend. No, we were just barbecuing for Memorial Day. I just threw that 30-second video out there, so I haven't really done anything in a while. I need to, but
you say you used to sleep only 3 hours per night.
Yeah, I was that way at one point in my life. I couldn't do it anymore. I need at least 5 or 6. I'm good. Hours of sleep. 3 wouldn't be enough.
And as long as I get my 12, I'm good.
Right? Yeah. I don't think I could sleep that long either. I have a few times, and it's like, oh my god, I feel it's like almost worse than not getting enough sleep.
Too much sleep, yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
One weekend when I went to my friend's convention, Icon, I don't know if last thing he's done, I don't even know what they did, but they did One Tree Hill last or something. But used to do supernatural conventions and stuff. And
cool.
The one supernatural convention when I worked with Alona Tall, who was Joe's daughter in the bar that went to, and Chad Lindbergh, he had he was the guy in the back there with the long hair. He's like party in the back.
Yeah.
So I was Alona Tall's PA or assistant or whatever.
Cool.
And I stayed up all 3 days straight. Like I didn't sleep at all for 3 days. When I got home, I swear I took a coma.
Yeah, probably so.
I was drinking Red Bull and
and that'll tire you. Just drinking all the mini drinks, and when you come down off that kind of stuff, woo! I bet you were in a coma.
I was actually mixing it with vodka.
Oh God, yeah.
So I was
like upper and a downer.
Down. Yeah, it was like an upper downer. And
it's like
just
those,
partying, like I was at different parties, then I couldn't sleep, and by the time like I was partying all night, it was almost time to get up and like for be early anyway. So I ended up just staying up. I did 2 days in a row. Then I did the third day, like, oh my god.
That's when like, oh god, yeah, you don't even know. You can't even probably talk straight, or you're just like a zombie out there. Yeah.
After the second day, I told Alana, I was like, I haven't slept. She's like, how can you do that to yourself?
I don't know. It's happening.
It's never happened since, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I mean, I think after 3 days you might start hallucinating because I was.
Yeah. I've heard about that before. People for days on end that you just start. It's like you're on drugs. That you're just so totally out of it because your mind has been sleep deprived. Your body has, and then oh man.
Oof. But, yeah. I mean, I've heard people I know, they said they've stayed up 2 days, but 3 days straight. I don't know how I did it. I honestly, I still don't think about it. I don't even know how I did it.
I mean, it's just maybe that adrenaline and on top of having some energy drink. I don't know, because you said you're at a convention, right?
And it was just having fun all weekend.
Yeah, and maybe this adrenaline kept you going for a while and be excited, and all of a sudden you're like,
and before I realized it, the convention was over and it's been 3 days.
Like crap, I gotta sleep.
But yeah, I swear I slept like a whole day or half a day.
I'm sure you did, yeah.
Like I went to bed and I think it was like the next morning. I'm like, did I just sleep that long?
Yeah. Yeah. The only time I remember staying up for a few days is when I was a lot younger and doing the bad. Doing some drugs, of course, in my 20s, and that's the only time I ever stayed up a couple days straight. But
I think I was like about 21, 20, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that makes it. Plus, you're young too. Sometimes when you're younger, that
I mean, I wasn't doing drugs. For sure.
Yeah.
But at party, having a good time though. And just
well, that's what I was talking about, my partying days, where you just do whatever. So yeah, I remember staying up, but I don't think I ever stayed up 3 days though. It was like 2 days, but yeah. Oh God, I wouldn't be able to do that now. I couldn't stay up 2 days straight. Maybe a whole day if I had to, but
No.
Speaking of conventions, I'm hoping, I don't know about this year, but the Texas Frightmare Weekend, they're supposed to have it in September. They usually had it every May here, but course, last year happened, and they pushed it back to September of this year. But
yeah,
I'm hoping to go next year.
The Fright Mare, and it's usually in May. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen middle of September. I think like the 10th through the 12th or somewhere in that time frame. But I know they're supposed to have the Night of the Living Dead, or the remake that came out in 1990. They're supposed to have had the 30th anniversary last year, but they're going to push it to this year now since they couldn't do it last year. So Tony Todd's supposed to be there, and I think Dee Wallace is going to be there for the ET crowd.
The ET group, how they
ET group, yeah, minus Drew Barrymore, of course.
Right.
She's too big for that, I guess.
Man, if she was going, I would have to go. I would go.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Drew Barrymore. I'm sorry, I got to go to this convention.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I can't remember who all else is there. I have to look at the guest list again. But yeah, you got some pretty good ones. I think. Well, I want to say Kane Hodder.
Danny Trejo's going to be there.
Yeah. That's
and what sucks is I've been to Texas a couple of times, and the ones after I left, the next one that I didn't go to, Danny Trejo is going. I'm like, God, why can't he go to the one I go? I've been wanting to meet him.
I think he'd be a cool dude to meet. Yeah, so. I like him.
Yeah, actually, before he became an actor and everything, like he was in jail or something.
Yeah, he was. He was like a gangbanger. Yeah, begging to gangs and all kinds of stuff. And I think after that, didn't he start talking to people that were in gangs, former gang members, and like kind of counseling them and this and that, and they somehow got into a movie. Like, somehow I watched a documentary of him a few years ago.
Somehow it got him into some people in a movie documentary, and then he started getting into that, and that
he got into acting somehow. He wasn't out looking for it. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time kind of deal, and they asked him to be a fill-in or a stand-in or something like that as a former gang member, to be like a thuggy gang member dude, and he just went from there, man. Yeah.
And then everything that he's done since, like.
So yeah. He's cool as hell. I like him a lot. Yeah.
Wow, we're at the 10-minute countdown. Pretty much an hour and 50 minutes.
Hey, time goes by though. Even when you're just kind of just throwing out conversation, man. It's just.
Yeah. I think it's been a good show so far.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So. Yeah, next week will be really fun once we got Steve on. That's going to be awesome. So.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I should be able to be on there for that one for sure.
Might have Vincent on also Horror of Spice. So,
cool. Yeah, I haven't got to meet him in through anything like this. Yeah,
in person.
Comments. That's it. Yeah. I entered a few of their contests before.
And of course, Jamie hopefully will be on. So
cool,
because she's going to be on, I guess, here on out. Hopefully, when.
Okay, cool.
So. Because I know you said you'll do it as much as you can, but if there's time you can or whatever.
Yeah.
I think what it is with what I'm going to have, I don't think I'll have a permanent co-host. I'll just rotate people.
That's cool.
Or if anyone wants to come on, invite them on. I don't care. I mean.
Yeah. Hey, have fun with it.
I even told Jason, Horrific Nightmares Jam, if you ever want to come over, or any of you guys. I mean, you're all welcome. Whatever. I mean.
Yeah. Cool.
So, I mean, we could fit, I think it said StreamYard, you can go up to 10 people. So, hey, why not? The more.
I think 10 people, yeah. I think it is 10 people, yeah. Now, do you do the free or do you do the monthly subscription for it?
That's what I was saying. Just the free one.
Yeah, free. I think it's either 6 or 10. I can't remember. But if you pay for the $20 a month thing, I think it's a heck of a lot. However many you can get on the screen, I guess. Or
I don't
something.
think that. I don't need that.
I don't either.
We Are the World type thing.
Right, I know, right? Have
100 of us on there. Little tiny squares.
I know, right?
We're
everybody talking.
The whole horror community is welcome tonight.
Right? Yeah. Hey,
hi,
anything goes.
Coast to coast, all over, literally.
I think if you have more than 6, it's almost too much. 6 or so is probably a good number.
The screen, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
And plus, depending on what devices people are using.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I think probably 4 or 5 would probably be the best amount for.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know the coast to coast that sometimes they've had up to 6 a few different times. I think. But.
Oh okay. Well, okay, maybe no more than 6.
That's what I'm saying. 6 is about the limit I would ever do. I think I would feel comfortable with, because then you start talking over each other and people. 2 or 3 people start talking at the same time. They're like, "Oh wait!" Then you get the awkward silence. They're like, "No, you go." You go ahead.
And also, if there's any noise in the background too, even if we're being quiet while they're talking, there could be stuff going on.
Right? Yeah. Heck yeah.
Since we're getting to the last 8 minutes, of course, for the last and final time, on the 12th, Steve Rudinsky from Carousel. The 26th, Clint Carney. July 3rd, we got Jeff Kirkendale. July 10th, Aaron Lilly. And July 17th, I'm butchering his last name, but Steve Rapinski, which I'll find out how to say.
Yes, what I say. You'll get that fixed before then. You'll figure it out. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if he does happen to take a look at this streaming before because he was asking about it, I'm sorry, but I'll get it right.
Right, yeah. Apologize right now.
Well, what's cool is in the Facebook group, Emily joined, Clint joined,
cool.
Dylin Fawn Harvey. Let me say her name because I know how to say her name now. Dylin, she joined, so that's cool. Got some of like the guests to join in and stuff.
Nice,
and
that's awesome. So, heck yeah, it always helps.
Yeah, she's been like liking all the posts of the guests and stuff and making little comments. And like when I talked to her last. Because she's going to get her schedule, like she's going to be a guest too. So she's going to be filming next month, and she said she'll let me know her schedule. But she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm so glad for you. You're doing so well." So
nice.
She's supportive. Awesome. So yeah, she's supportive of it. So that that's a big help.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
there's a lot of nice people out there. You wouldn't think that are like these actors and this and that, but I've noticed like, wow, a lot of these people are actually giving them their time and want to go hang out with just some regular old Joes, That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and on the Midnight Hour, Hobbs channel, Danielle Harris.
I know, man. I can't believe y'all scored that one. That's awesome.
Yeah. So because since I've seen her at conventions so many times, she pretty much knows who I am. And when I saw her at Spooky, I brought it up, and I was just like, "Hey, you want to join?" This was before I started at mine, but whatever, I mean, we all support each other. I don't.
Oh heck yeah.
I don't care whose channel she's on,
No.
And I didn't get a chance to watch it all yet. I don't know if Patrick's still here, but I did see that beginning clip of he was saying about it. I kind of went over before I started the show and looked at it, and he had mentioned how someone was saying, "Oh, how on the playback you can't really read what they were saying or whatever." Well, I couldn't. I don't know if there's a way or not, but
I don't think you can.
I guess. Well, assume the way the conversation was going, I guess they probably said, "Oh, good job booking Danielle Harris," and he actually gave me credit for it. So
cool,
So I appreciate that. So we all support each other. It doesn't matter who does what.
Exactly. I definitely want to jump on there and ask some questions myself that night. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, and Patrick's one of the nicest, coolest guys you can meet on here too. Patrick, he's all about like, and Phil, like Creepy Video. They're always about promoting other people and helping people out. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's what it's all about, though.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
We all like the same thing and interested in the same thing. It's like, it's a
lot of fun. I love the community for sure.
But yeah, he was on apparently today Saturday. So last night, which was I was probably watching The Conjuring. I didn't even know, but he did a pop up, and his pop up. Our show was starting. There's no way I could watch it, but apparently he was on for like 4 hours or whatever. So,
I saw that. I didn't get to watch either. I mean, I worked this morning, but I noticed he did have one on there. It was a pop up thing. It was 4 hours. Like, wow, okay, he went for a while.
So
cool.
But it was funny. Also saying how I had asked him how many people were in. He was saying, well, other stuff was going on too, and I think about 9 or 10 or something.
Oh, cool.
But still,
good.
I mean, for a pop up and on a Friday night, people doing stuff and out. And,
there's all kinds of stuff going on Friday nights.
I'm like, well, maybe that 9 next week will be 900 for Danielle.
Hey, you never know, man. You might be getting if you get 100, that'd be amazing. That'd be great.
I mean, I'm sure we'll get a lot of rewatches, but I
think so. Yeah.
But I'm wondering how many people will show up. I mean, I've been promoting it, on my Facebook group, his Twitter, Instagram. I mean, like everywhere. We've been like, hey. I mean, it's a big deal. I mean,
it is. Heck yeah, it is.
For her to take
She's
the time to do that. I mean, shoot.
That's why I was like, I saw that. I'm like, oh man, y'all did it. That's awesome. Like, wow.
But yeah, I just brought it up to her and stuff, and and they were saying like, thinking like we might have to pay her, whatever, because
she's like, no,
some people go. And I had said, well, like I saw on her table, she had like a little agent thing or whatever for booking. And I mentioned that when I saw it, because I was just like, I go, oh, do I have to go through that to, the set appointment or whatever?
Yeah.
She was just all like, no, she's like, no, don't worry about it. She's like, yeah, let me know. Keep it. And I'm like, oh,
nice. Oh, cool. Yeah.
So.
Well, I remember,
it is though. Like I said, meeting her so many times and hanging out and being.
She's comfortable with you.
Yeah, knows how I.
Knows you're not some wacko fan out there that's some stalker or something.
Yeah, or stalker or ask her weird things or.
That'd be my thing. If I was a star, I'd be scared of people stalking me, and I'd be leery, especially nowadays. Like
in the past, she actually had a stalker, and
I've heard.
She was on Dr. Phil even or whatever. So so I won't bring that up, but that's just crazy though. Like, I mean,
now have you reached out to her and asked her what she would be comfortable with asking about, or just strictly is there certain things that you weren't going to ask her, just wanted to make sure? Or did you do anything like that?
When she gets back from, she went. Her birthday was the beginning of the month
Yeah.
and everything, and I know she was going camping. But yeah, I guess I could send her a question, just ask her if there's anything she doesn't want to touch.
Yeah, I didn't know if just send that out. Like, hey, is there something you don't want me asking you about? We won't. Yeah.
So yeah, probably will do that, but I
remember.
I mean, we're the type of people though that I don't think will ask anything.
No, it'd be more of a horror related, maybe some how she got into acting and what this and that stuff like that. Probably maybe Or
so.
Did also one more thing? I remember Patrick was talking about the whole. I remember we were talking about getting maybe Alex Vincent to talk to him one of these days. Andy from Child's Play.
He doesn't want to do that. Like,
really?
I had a.
Did you ask him?
And I've known him too for years because he lives in Tampa, and actually I think I've known him longer than Danielle.
Oh wow, okay.
Or maybe at the same time. I don't know, but either way, it's been a long time since I've met him. But and I've hung out with him at conventions and stuff. And he's a great guy. And I asked him, and he just said, "No, I'm sorry." He's like, "I'm not really that." Then I'd have to do it for everyone, and I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I was like, "All right." So, and I just asked real quick because I had met someone who was in line, and I was like, "Okay, well, I'll see you around," And I said, "We'll just hang out later." But that's cool. I understand. So
okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm thinking though, he would have been a good guest. But
I think so too. That'd been really cool. Yeah.
I thought he would want to do it because of the show coming back out.
Yeah,
be a part
kind of promote it a little bit. Yeah.
I thought he would. It's kind of ironic how Danielle Harris, who maybe to some, I mean, they're both great people. I'm not comparing them, but maybe to some might be a bigger, icon.
Yeah.
She's doing it and he's not.
She might be. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You would think she would be the one that might not want to do it.
I didn't think she would go for it, but hey, I mean,
So she's really sweet, though.
I mean, she seems to be. Yes.
So
I'm almost as old as she is. I'll be 44 in December, so she's got me about 6 months. She's gonna be about half a year older than me then. So.
And she still looks as good as she does years back.
I know. I'm like, wow. But see, I remember now. This is a question I want to. I mean, I'm gonna try to get on the stream at least ask a question. Maybe she'll answer it. Is and then the chat. I remember, and this is gonna be like. Probably, I don't even know if anybody would even ask her this, but she started out like on a soap opera called One Life to Live.
Yeah, she was
as a child. And I watched that when I was a kid. Of all things, I watched that soap opera as a kid
before Halloween.
I believe so. I can't remember, but I remember watching her on there. That's when I first introduced to her. I was a little kid. I love that show. It's weird. My mom would tape come home from school, and she'd have the VHS tape from the episode from the day. I was like addicted to it. I don't know why. The only soap opera I ever really watched, and that was it. But she was on there, so. I was wanting to ask her a question about that. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, I can probably relay that to her while I'm on there because I'm going to be on there, of course, since
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to get on the chat. Yeah, hey, I'll get on the chat when I get home that night, and I'll chat it up, see if I've asked her that or not. Or if not, I'll just throw it in on the chat. Hey, I have a One Life to Live question.
Yeah, and also. She did the voice of Debbie on Wild Thornberries, and
that's right.
She's done a bunch of stuff, and,
she has. The Hatchet films,
of course, and Rob Zombie's Halloween, of course, the biggest. And then See No Evil 2 that the social directed.
Right.
Inoperable, Urban Legend,
Yep, it's been a lot of stuff. I just
she was even Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
She wasn't she?
She was the tomboyish sister.
That's right. Yeah, because
she's on Roseanne, The Connors.
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know she's on. I didn't really watch The Connors, but I didn't know she was on there.
She came back as her same character.
Oh, okay.
Years later, yeah.
That's crazy.
And wow. And that was recent. Like, I never really. I mean, like I watched bits and pieces of Roseanne, but I was never like a hardcore.
Yeah, same here. I watched a lot of it, but I wasn't hardcore. Yeah, so I don't remember her being on the Roseanne.
I actually didn't remember that either, and then I like through her credits. Like if you Internet Movie Database her, she's got like over 100 credits, and it's crazy how much she's done. I mean, she's a busy woman. That's why I'm saying. She's been able to take the time.
Exactly.
I mean, she's got her family too, her kids, and then work, and then.
Yep. Wow, that's awesome. So that's gonna be a cool interview for sure. I can't wait to see it.
And she directed Among Friends, a movie.
Okay.
and she's going to be directing a movie called Sequel that she's working on, and yeah.
Dang. So I didn't realize she was getting into the directing field.
Yeah, because she does it all.
Many talents. Heck yeah. I mean, that's great though. Yeah, I'm really excited to see that.
And I'll just let her.
Yeah. But hey, you're building it up right now. Anybody rewatches this, say, wait a minute. Oh, okay, cool. Danielle Harris. Hey.
And that's going to be this Sunday, right? The 13th. Yeah, Sunday. So
8 days from now. Cool.
Yeah, on Hobbs Horror will be.
Yeah, the midnight hour. Yeah.
HOBBS Horror.
Yeah, maybe we can get him over 1,000 subs by then, or at least after that show, put him over the top.
Yeah, you would think it would. I mean.
Yeah, I hope so, man. He deserves it. He's getting closer and closer to it, man. Yeah. Nobody else in the chat. Okay.
Yep. No one else in the chat. They're just one, and so I don't know if that counts. The one is you.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I really don't. But
I don't know how that works either. But I'd like to say it's just one person besides us.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look at it as. Yeah, it's probably Patrick lurking still.
Yeah, Patrick the lurker.
But cool.
And in Mr. Deeds, I'm very sneaky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the little butler guy.
What the hell?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Oh man. Cool, but yeah, this is a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I think 2 hours 4 minutes. I don't think we need to go 2:15. I think we pretty much Danielle
has
the last of it for next week.
Hey, that's a big one to end it on for sure.
Yep. So Hobbs Horror, and then of course again next week, the night before, will be Steve Rudensky. So I got 2 really good streams to be on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you're gonna be busy.
So
yeah.
Two interviews in a row, pretty much. So.
Yeah. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, I don't know if you're still here, Patrick, or not, but have a good night if you are.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And those of you who are rewatching it, thanks, and hopefully you'll tune in again or rewatch it or whatever. So share, join the Facebook group, the House of Horrors Podcast. It's an open group, and you can feel free to promote your own sites as well and channels and all that. You know, we're all here to support each other.
Yes, definitely.
And that's
great community. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. And you have a good night. And thanks for joining. And see you next time.
Appreciate it. All right, man. See ya.
Later.
Bye.